Do you remember that time we was in a club and this guy pulled a gun out on my sister Sally? I didn't know what to do. Everybody was like freaking out. I go climb up the stairs. I see Mike. I don't know why I said, get Mike Tyson. The guy has a gun. I go, get Mike Tyson in my head. I go up there and I said, Mike, look down there. The guy pulled a gun on my sister because she wouldn't dance with him. And you went, let me go talk to him. And you went right down to him, went up to him like this, his gun. They put like this in your finger, like if you have a gun. So Mike went,
So if you Shakur Stevenson, bro, if you Devin Haney, do not make the mistake of trying to please people, bro. Do not make the mistake of trying to, I'm going to try to, you know, I'm going to become more fan friendly, bro. I'm going to go for the knockout. Nah, bro, you fight your fight. If your shit is hitting and not getting hit, you do that shit. Damn what everybody else say, bro. Because at the end of the day, if people rock with you, bro, they gonna rock with you. And if people hate on you, they gonna hate on you. Because the same segment of people that's calling Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney boring right now, bro, them same segment of people, if you try to become more exciting as a fighter, and you get your ass whooped, they ain't gonna be like, well, shit, I fuck with Shakur, man. He exciting, bro. Nah, they gonna be like, he got his ass whooped, he got knocked out, he got exposed. Cause you was trying to please their ass, bro.
South of 175 pounds, which fighter would be the favorite against every other fighter in the world? Which fighter? South of 175 pounds? South. Who? He'd be the favorite against everyone? That's wrong. Who wants to get the right answer? South of 175 pounds, Andre Ward. Now, do we all agree? I'm sorry. Does anyone disagree with that?
No.
So we all agree that south of 175 pounds, Andre Ward's the favorite against everyone.
Yeah.
South of 168 pounds, who's the favorite against everyone? Who?
Who's still here right now?
You know, who in boxing is the favorite against every other fighter south of 168 pounds? Triple G is the favorite against everyone, including Floyd, south of 168 pounds. Who's the favorite of everyone in boxing south of 160 pounds? Who? Floyd Mayweather. Do we all agree? Yes. Andre. Why would Andre be the favorite against Triple G? They're comparable skills and everything. He's bigger than Triple G. Why would Triple G be the favorite against Floyd? He's bigger than Floyd. When you get to a certain, the reason the good big man beats the good little man, or the great big man beats the great little man, is at a certain level, size matters because other things are more or less equalized.
do you remember that time we was in a club and this guy pulled a gun out on my sister Sally? I didn't know what to do. Everybody was like freaking out. I go climb up the stairs. I see Mike. I don't know why I said, get Mike Tyson. The guy has a gun. I go, get Mike Tyson in my head. I go up there and I said, Mike, look down there. The guy pulled a gun on my sister because she wouldn't dance with him. And you went, let me go talk to him. And you went right down to him, went up to him like this, his gun. They put like this in your finger, like if you have a gun. So Mike went,
So if you Shakur Stevenson, bro, if you Devin Haney, do not make the mistake of trying to please people, bro. Do not make the mistake of trying to, I'm going to try to, you know, I'm going to become more fan friendly, bro. I'm going to go for the knockout. Nah, bro, you fight your fight. If your shit is hitting and not getting hit, you do that shit. Damn what everybody else say, bro. Because at the end of the day, if people rock with you, bro, they gonna rock with you. And if people hate on you, they gonna hate on you. Because the same segment of people that's calling Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney boring right now, bro, them same segment of people, if you try to become more exciting as a fighter, and you get your ass whooped, they ain't gonna be like, well, shit, I fuck with Shakur, man. He exciting, bro. Nah, they gonna be like, he got his ass whooped, he got knocked out, he got exposed. Cause you was trying to please their ass, bro.
South of 175 pounds, which fighter would be the favorite against every other fighter in the world? Which fighter? South of 175 pounds? South. Who? He'd be the favorite against everyone? That's wrong. Who wants to get the right answer? South of 175 pounds, Andre Ward. Now, do we all agree? I'm sorry. Does anyone disagree with that?
No.
So we all agree that south of 175 pounds, Andre Ward's the favorite against everyone.
Yeah.
South of 168 pounds, who's the favorite against everyone? Who?
Who's still here right now?
You know, who in boxing is the favorite against every other fighter south of 168 pounds? Triple G is the favorite against everyone, including Floyd, south of 168 pounds. Who's the favorite of everyone in boxing south of 160 pounds? Who? Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather. Do we all agree? Yes. Andre, why would Andre be the favorite against Triple G? They're comparable skills and everything. He's bigger than Triple G. Why would Triple G be the favorite against Floyd? He's bigger than Floyd. When you get to a certain, the reason the good big man beats the good little man, or the great big man beats the great little man, is at a certain level, at a certain level, size matters because other things are more or less equalized.
Do you remember that time we was in a club and this guy pulled a gun out on my sister Sally? I didn't know what to do. Everybody was like freaking out. I go climb up the stairs. I see Mike. I don't know why I said, get Mike Tyson. The guy has a gun. I go, get Mike Tyson in my head. I go up there and I said, Mike, look down there. The guy pulled a gun on my sister because she wouldn't dance with him, and you went.
Heard enough about Mike Tyson, man. Yo, Crawford might lose, bro. I seen the physique. I seen all the rumors talking about his speed and all that bullshit, I'm not going for that. I'm thinking it's the best Crawford ever. I'm thinking that Canelo is the one y'all need to be watching. All the attention off Canelo. Polar low Canelo. Polar low Canelo. Crawford had to deal with racism and pictures and, Boots is a sellout, I've been listening. I've been watching, man. I had to handle some business, man. Little Booby, hashtag saving Booby, man. That comes first, But I always try to find time to slide a few videos in here and there, man. So hit that like button for me, man. Good. Got this good coffee, man. Just want to talk about Crawford versus Canelo for a second, man. Why are you talking about Crawford can lose? Because he can, because he a man. And he bleed just like Canelo. And I know Canelo is supposed to, be this big Hall of Fame guy, but he can lose too. He lost to Bivol, had some questionable victories, but he fought them guys, nigga. He finna fight Crawford, coming up in weight, not acclimated, looks great. But when you get hit and you not acclimated, man, don't you know it's different, and you might react different. You don't know that sparring is different than a real fight. You say you wrong, Bud would definitely lose at Raza King Nello. I don't know definitely macaroni. Never definite. Nothing's never definite. The only thing's definite is death. That's the only thing definite in taxes. Taxes and death is the only thing definite. So that's definitely not a fact. I'm picking Crawford. I'm getting to the reason why I think Crawford can lose in a minute. Now, I know a lot of Mexicans gonna be mad at me tonight, but I don't give a fuck. It's rude as fuck. You know how many niggas mad at me? I think Crawford gonna go into this Canelo fight boxing like Shakur Stevenson. Sorry. He did it before. He did a couple of fights where he exhibited skill sets and similarities, and he's also admitted that he goes into the fight sometimes and he imitates Shakur Stevenson, the best defensive fighter in boxing. And I think that he will go into this Canelo fight and box for 12 rounds, right? But what did Tank Davis tell Lamont Roach at the end of their fight? You ain't gonna win it anyway. And Canelo got a 4-fight deal worth $400 million. Y'all talking about Floyd versus Mike Tyson and Tank versus Jake Paul, or Jake Paul versus whatever, all these circus fights. What if this is a fucking circus fight? I mean, I'm not trying to say that Crawford going up there, you know, putting on the same type of workouts that Mike Tyson was throwing out. You've seen them Mike Tyson workouts preparing for. It's day one. Fun's just begun. It's day two. What are you gonna do? East. I'm talking about looking great, fantastic, in the best shape of his life. I think Jake Paul added years to Mike Tyson's life by this great contract. It's a movie script, and it's day three. You still ready for me? No, but he bit his glove, and I don't know what to expect. No more in boxing. Macaroni said definitely. That word, it troubles me. Because it's hope. It's Ohala, right? It's hope that it's a real fight for Tank and Jake Paul. It's hope that, you know, it's a real fight for Terrence Crawford. But, man, listen, Jake Paul is an attraction. Canelo tried to tiptoe over there and get a fight or two with Jake Paul, you know. And Turkey pulled him back. A bigger Netflix bag, you know. I don't know. I want to see a great fight. Niggas was upset with Boots going into Canelo's camp, helping him out. And I don't like that. Because I want to see the best Canelo against the best Crawford. You seen the nigga physique now, right? So y'all calling him superhero, comic book, snacked up. But you better be worried about Canelo. Everybody want to talk about snack, but forget about the real drug cheat. Polar low Canelo. Oh man, look, they got to get Boots to her old ass man. He can't handle Terrence Crawford. I don't care because he itty bitty coming up and waiting, ain't been acclimated. Rude exposure, why you playing them old ass videos of Max Kellerman? He used to be a rapper. I don't give a fuck, he know boxing. And he said some real shit. You know, these big guys that are supposed to be favorites, the big Hall of Famer or future Hall of Famer beats the smaller Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer, right? Unless it's an, you know, a different breed of smaller Hall of Famer. You know, Roy Jones went up and beat Ruiz, but Ruiz, he wasn't considered nothing like Canelo. Y'all got mad at Floyd Mayweather for picking Mike Tyson over Roy Jones, a lesser of a celebrity. And Floyd's name is Money. He changed his name to Floyd Money Mayweather. And who better to make people mad than Floyd? You know, I see where Tank get that I'm finna make you niggas mad with this next move I got. And we all knew it was Jake, but you know, you had the detractors. They was like, man, Tank will never fight Jake Paul, pussy nigga. He'll never fight Jake Paul. You dumb. You hating. But oh yes he was. And we was looking forward to that fall. We was looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to all of these fights. Why are people not looking forward to these fights? Because it's the suspense that got you hooked. You don't know if it's real or not. You don't know if you woke or not. Wake up, nigga. This shit is all about money. Floyd Mayweather in the mix. You know, I've been telling y'all that Floyd had got back in the gym. I was playing the videos with his new trainer. She's attractive. She's very attractive. And she's great at what she does. I've been watching a lot of shit lately, man. You know, and it's all been showbiz. You know, shout out to showbiz. Showbiz got a job with the Zone. Why? Why? Because it's not because, you know, he's more talented than a lot of others. It's because he is a character. You know, good for the screen. You know, something that we can monetize. A cartoon if we want to make him into one. A taco hat character for the kiddies. You guys don't understand that the hate generated me. I was wondering why you guys were always talking bad about showbiz. And it made me go to his channel. And I subscribed. Because I like entertainers. And Crawford is getting a chance to get a big bag. Crawford was a victim. Crawford sat there like a mummy while Bob Arum said he could have bought a house in Beverly Hills with the money he lost on Terrence. And bad business bud is what the label was. Because he stuck with Top Rank. Then you tried to sue him for racism and lost him. Get out of here. You can't sue for racism because you can't prove that. I tell you what though, the fights that he did have were great, but that was supposed to have been Earl Smith's. And Najee, you said you was gonna do that interview at the ranch when you didn't read me super chat. And I'm waiting because I asked you, do you think, because Earl was there, the big fish, that's my guy. You know, I'm still big fish. We don't switch and flip the script on guys like that. Mr. No Tune-Up, I don't care how bad he got beat up by Terrence Crawford. So I guess we don't like Mike Tyson no more after how bad he got beat up by Holyfield and Buster Douglas and Lennox Lewis and so many others. Jesus. I tell you what though, Crawford gotta worry about them PEDs that are legal to take now. Y'all constantly talking about snack this, snack that, and you got a stone cold drug cheat standing right in front of that man's face. And that's what it is to me. And so I know for a fact that he gonna be on something more than snack. And Crawford better be on his back foot and not trying to engage with a juiced up Canelo early in the fight. Wait for the championship rounds to try to engage with a firefight. If you choose to engage in a firefight early in the rounds, man, that body work is wicked and is documented even in sparring by Pooh Ennis. All the Ennis brothers will tell you that Canelo is work. Boots won't tell you that Canelo is not work, because he definitely got work with Canelo, even though it was a short sparring match. Just because it was a short sparring match does not mean a Mexican warrior does not exhibit his skill set against a killer like Jerron Boots Ennis. And it probably was too much. But either way it go, I saw a lump on Boots' face too. So niggas ain't scared to throw blows. It's just, hey man, this guy's too much. Demasiado. And you get used to that over time, you know. I would love to see him be in that man camp to the end. Because we want to see the best Canelo. We already know Canelo uses the Philly style. Hell, when he got beat by the Philly shell by Florida, he had, oh, wait a minute, let me see what I can do against Laura. No. Let me try to adapt, and he did that well, man. Canelo is swell with the Mexican style mixed with the Philly style. I think Canelo is swell with it. You know, it's a hell of a mixture, right? And against somebody like Terrence Crawford, who does get hit. Terrence Crawford does get hit. And I don't want people to act like that's not the case. And, you know, who does he get hit against? Not guys like Canelo. And I don't want y'all to act like Canelo not gonna hit Crawford in this fight, right? I don't want y'all to do that. Everybody get hit. Even if he would have fought Boots, he was gonna get hit. And way more efficient than Canelo, because his precision, I don't think is like Boots at all. But that's a 54 question. And I remember you said if you know, however things play out with Canelo, you might go back to 54. And we praying for that, brother. It's going to be a lot of work. It's a lot of work down there at 54, Terrence, man. You went up there to fight Canelo, man, and got you a bag, boy. But I'm talking about, man, you got an opportunity to be the motherfucking killer of all killers that there has ever been in boxing, nigga. If you beat Canelo, nigga, and go back to 54 for 4 times, and at least attempt a 4-time undisputed run, nigga, you was a killer. Of all killers, nigga. That'll fuck Floyd's heart up if you do that, brother. Brother. You see what he did to Tank? He ruined him. He ruined Tank. You know? Tank should have listened to Coach Kenny, nigga. That's the only thing I heard. Coach, I thought he was trolling at first, but I was like, you know what? After a few months of thinking about what Coach Kenny said, I was like, man, that nigga was for real, though. Because he was like, man, Tank could have signed with anybody. He ain't had to sign with Floyd. Yeah, nigga, he could have signed with Top Rank, nigga. Like, he told Shakur Stevenson, man, don't fuck with Floyd, man. You know, Floyd some shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with Floyd. Don't fuck, yeah. And he took credit for that shit. Yeah, I'm the reason that Shakur didn't come over no Floyd. Yeah, nigga, I wouldn't want that nigga on the same side of the street as me either. But you know, we can't prove that. But still, nigga, you should have went to Top Rank, nigga. Over there with Bob Arum don't give a fuck about a nigga. They gonna put you in the ringer and put you in there with some other Negroes. And we would have seen Top Rank Tank, nigga, a killer. I ain't saying Tank ain't no killer. I'm just saying, man, like Rocky, you know, y'all made fun of Showbiz for bringing up Rocky, but it's a Hall of Fame movie. He's in the Hall of Fame, bro. And the shit is true to boxing till this day. You get these top guys and they get comfortable and they start training in gyms with the girlies and they got the bikinis on serving champagne and niggas taking pictures and shit while you sparring and shit, and it's yeah, let's get out of here, Rocky. Oh, what's wrong, Mick? Come on, lighten up. And then get in the fight and get beat up. And then you gotta go to the ghetto just to get back to the roots. Where Rocky go to get the eye of the tiger? He went to the ghetto, nigga. Soon as Rocky stepped in the gym in his 3-piece suit, what it was, Armani? Niggas was in that bitch musted in a motherfucker, hitting the bag. They had stopped everything they doing. Like, who the fuck is this? What the? Oh, that's Rocky. Because there ain't no white people coming in that gym. Whole bunch of white people in fancy clothes. Niggas gonna stop doing what they doing. They did that. Now what you got to do? You got to go back to the slums. Where you think that the Matrix, they had to go see the Oracle at? In the ghetto, nigga, in the projects, fool. You know where it's at. You know where the sauce is at. Y'all know where the real sauce is at. You had to go get boots, baby. Now we giving you your credit now. But nigga, Crawford gonna go in there and box like Shakur. I'm sorry. Oh, he gonna fucking run. You motherfucking right, bitch. You don't stand in there with a power puncher like Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, fool. You's a dummy. You need to keep listening to Knockout Boxing 86 TV when he told you niggas the motherfucking sauce, nigga. Way back in the day when he used to be a motherfucking Shakur fan, nigga. Y'all forgot? I don't never forget. Hey man, run that motherfucking track, man.
So if you Shakur Stevenson, bro, if you Devin Haney, do not make the mistake of trying to please people, bro. Do not make the mistake of trying to, I'm gonna try to, you know, I'm gonna become more fan friendly, bro. I'm gonna go for the knockout. Nah, bro, you fight your fight. If your shit is hitting and not getting hit, you do that shit. Damn what everybody else say, bro. Because at the end of the day, if people rock with you, bro, they gonna rock with you. And if people hate on you, they gonna hate on you. Cause the same segment of people that's calling Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney boring right now, bro, them same segment of people, if you try to become more exciting as a fighter, and you get your ass whooped, they ain't gonna be like, well, shit, I fuck with Shakur, man. He exciting, bro. Nah, they gonna be like, he got his ass whooped, he got knocked out, he got exposed. Cause you was trying to please their ass, bro.
You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying, man? Now, that's what Terrence Crawford got to go in there and do. He got to face that Shakur Stevenson criticism. You got to go in there and fight like Shakur, nigga. You got to go in there and hit and not get hit. Because if you go in there and get knocked out by Canelo, they ain't going to be like, oh, well, he came up 2 weight classes. Nigga, they talking about doing it for La Raza. See, y'all ain't taking this fight serious. They talking about doing it for La Raza. They'll kill for their La Raza, nigga. Niggas used to kill for their La Raza, but niggas don't kill for their La Raza. They kill for their homies, or maybe they, you know what I'm saying, their kids or something, but not they people. Niggas will never kill for their people. No, they have to take a revolution. Where this motherfucking video at, man? I got a Stone Cold video for your ass. Where is it? Is this it? How to beat Canelo Alvarez? Yeah.
Let them know, Suleiman. We got this thing.
Y'all know something funny? When we was talking in like the 12th round, I think the 12th or 11th, we was talking shit, right? But he like, you ain't gonna win. I said, shit, why not? What you talking about? He like, they ain't gonna give it to you. I said, oh, is that right? So, you know, that's how boxing work. It's sad to say, you know, that's how boxing work. I'm not, like, totally upset. Y'all know something funny? When we was talking in like the 12th round, I think.
Oh yeah, that's how shit go, huh? I know that's right, bro. I know that's right. You okay with it, man? You said you okay with it. It's okay. Crawford, you better listen to this nigga, man. Them judges, man. You gonna box? Oh yeah, it's one of my jams. It's a hustle and you know it, and you ain't afraid to show it, mommy. Yeah. That's when I was on that pimping shit, nigga. We gon' get this baby, damn what they say, that's okay. We gon' get this money, damn what they say, bitch, that's okay. Let me say, let me get this out the way. Okay, your baby daddy might just slap you across the face, but that's okay. You can just stay with me. We can make a cup of cheese, then you get your own place. Then you get back on your feet. You got your own car, now you got your own thing. You drunk as fuck, you like
to kick it with your grown money. You like the finer things, but we got to get that cash. We got to get that money, but we got to get it fast.
Tell me the bothers me, man.
Reset.
You, nigga. Well, if you listen, I'm gonna tell you, right? Now, I just can't get it in my head how a bitch can walk the street every night. I mean, even in the day, and take a chance on maybe getting robbed or sent to jail. Or maybe even getting her arm broke by some sadistic fool out the suburbs, right? But then she gets all that money and then she takes it and gives it to some dude. I mean, I just can't figure that shit out. Damn strong, man.
Yeah, long boxing.
I'm telling you what, okay.
See how Laura boxing that man? Laura boxed the shit out of Canelo. Laura won that fight. I'm sorry. How many of y'all think Laura got raw? Lie.
Y'all know something funny? When we was talking in like the 12th round, I think the 12th or 11th, we was talking shit, right? But he like, you ain't gonna win. I said, shit, why not? What you talking about? He like, man, I ain't gonna give it to you. I said, oh, is that right? So, you know, that's how boxing work. It's sad to say, you know, that's how boxing work. I'm not like totally upset. Y'all know something funny? When we was talking in like the 12th round, I think.
Hey Crawford, man, this is a message for Terrence Bud Crawford, man. Hope everything going well. Hope you in good spirits, man. Hope your camp going good. Hope the weight gain going good. Hope you get acclimated before this fight. You know, Canelo got to tune up. Your endurance and your stamina should be on point. You should not get tired after the 7th and 8th round. You should try to fight on the outside, but I can't tell you what to do. You come out in the southpaw like Laura, you'll have success as well. Feel like your boxing IQ is higher than Laura. I feel like Laura won this fight. I feel like it was a bad decision. A bad decision that even Canelo had the look on his face like, oh, I fucked up. And, you know, you go in there and you reset. Make Canelo reset. People call it running, but I call it utilizing the ring. And it's a lot of things that you can do, not just laterally, but step back. You know, a lot of lateral movement against Canelo and a lot of mobile fighters always have success against Canelo Alvarez. And you shouldn't be any different. You are supposed to be #1 pound for pound boxer in the world, or on a lot of people's lists. So win, baby, win. And in between win, baby, win, stick and move, and make sure when you do stick, it's a big stick, a whip stick. You know, when you get the sticks and the switches for whoopings back in the days, and you bring a little bitty switch back in the house, mama gonna go out there and show you the type of switch you supposed to pick from now on. The big whipping switches. When you whip it, it go whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, and it don't break on contact. So you gotta stick him with that stick and catch him lunging and reaching. You know, he comes with that that right hook, man. He's trying to catch you and knock you out. You know, he's trying to hit your shoulder, he's trying to whip it to the body shot when you go lateral. You saw everything with the Lara fight. We gonna get this money, damn what they say. Cash App PARTTWICE. PARTTWICE. This is a golden boy, Canelo Alvarez, whether he's with him or not, because he will have the referees, and he will have the judges, and he will have the crowd, the people. He got a country behind him. Terrence Crawford ain't got no country.
Not at all. And that's a terrible thing. But I wanted to play this video right here though, cause you know my here you go right here.
What it is.
Blu-ray.
DJ. Let's get it.
Still here, still here, nigga. Still here, still
Let's go,
here.
Blue
They
Ray.
said I wouldn't make it past 16.
Hey, Earl.
My own family, man. Police tried to kill me when I was 13, nigga. Chicago PD, nigga. It's a long story, nigga. Ask my mama.
But it is.
Come on, Earl.
Let's get it.
Still here. He's still there.
Still here, still here. They said I wouldn't make it past 16, man. My own family, man. Police tried to kill.
Man, listen, man. Earl, we need you to come back. Rare form, man. We need to get that motherfucking Blu-ray work back, man. You know, Blu-ray posters on his Instagram, man. So I remember when Earl was rocking with Blu-ray before the car wreck, nigga. Yeah, man. See, I said something about Blu-ray because I did the same thing when I had my little workout car. You know, I go so hard that I don't be thinking I'm going hard, and them niggas be thinking I'm trying to kill him. You know, them niggas be thinking Blu-ray trying to kill him, man. He probably be not toning that shit down, man. You gotta tone that shit down for Earl, man, but he can't do it. Niggas like that can't really tone their workout. They got specific shit they created specifically for different muscles that nobody else done came up with, man. That's how this nigga mind think, man. I know these type of guys, G. I've been around them for decades. He been there trying to kill them niggas, man. Them niggas ain't fucking with Blu-ray, man. Nigga Earl was like, man, fuck that. But you was knocking shit out with Blu-ray, homie. You was wrecking shit with Blu-ray. You know what I'm saying? That's his work. We need the best Earl. We need the best Canelo. We need the best all them guys, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even know this video had ran up like this, though. This bitch ran up, though.
Yeah, man, big fish, man. Mr. No Tune-Up, man. Fly straight out of a car, go right to a Danny Garcia, man.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, man, big fish, man. See, man, what he said when he said what he said. He said he gonna get them boys. He tried to kill her, if you ask me. I'm all mixed up, just got off of work. Hit that like button for me.
Oh, sure.
That's the type of spirit I like for a fighter, man. Mr. No Tune-Up, want all the rep. The belts don't matter no more, though. You know what I'm saying? They done made it that way. They done messed it up. Just like them boys from Miami back in the early 90s messed up the pussy prices. When they came to Jacksonville with all that cocaine money, man. Paying these strippers thousands of dollars for a cat, man. You know, we was getting them, you know what I'm saying, a little powder, a little weed. You know what I'm saying? Maybe $50 here and there, 100, no more than 150. You know, y'all messed the prices up, man. Y'all niggas, man. In the way records, man. I'ma start that, man. Check this out.
Look at this nigga.
When he saw that boxer stance, he ain't want no smoke. There are two things we just learned from this video. Number one, signs that someone can fight. And number two, signs that someone can't fight. Right here, when y'all see him get into this immaculate boxer stance right here, yeah, he knows something. This stance right here, he about to pop you right in your mouth with a jab. You ain't even gonna see it coming because it's gonna come from down here. And you about to see the meanest shoulder to chin, just straight right hand come right behind you. He might even roll you a punch with a Philly shot. I'm seeing the way that shoulder moving, he might hit you with a Philly shot. You guys can see here, he was instantly ready to take his shirt off, ready to get active. This is the sign that someone can't fight. We call this peacocking. It's where you take off your shirt to show what you're working with, really try and scare your opponent away. But the minute he's seen that stance, you see he started to take that hand off that shirt, like, you know what? It's a business decision. I don't want no problem.
Yeah, man, but just because you can fight, man, don't mean everybody that go into a nice little pretty little stance can. That'd be a throw-off too, G.
So since we found our Scottish brothers and sisters.
Yeah, that'd be a throw-off too, homie, because, like, if you really go back and look at the nigga's stance, man, let me go back to this nigga's stance, G. You know what I'm saying? This guy, he can fight, right? He's an ex-boxer, of course, but you know, that's why you can't always listen to boxers, homie, because these niggas You know what I'm saying? They gonna analyze that shit from a boxing standpoint, but if he really did, look how straight up and down he is. He got his hands down like Devin. He got the bow and arrow. You understand? You ain't got no type of bend in your knees whatsoever, homie. You know what I'm saying? It look good, my nigga, but a nigga will phase you, homie. A nigga will phase that little jab you talking about. You gonna stick me with? We gonna eat it, homie. And we gonna try to Pt2 this nigga, man. Cause first of all, taking off your shirt might be the throw off. You don't even know, man. Nigga be like, man, you got that shit. And then make him ease up and then steal his ass as soon as they throw the ball in. You don't know what's gonna happen, homie. But you know what I'm saying? Just cause a nigga got a pretty stance don't mean a nigga can fight. I got a homeboy, I swear. He got the prettiest stance in the world. He be trying to motherfucking do that little Pernell Whitaker tap your back foot type shit and all that shit, man. Them nigga be beating his ass every time he throw a punch. He'll catch a nigga though. That's the whole crazy part of it. He'll catch you and then won't swing like Tank. Throw one punch and then like Kevin Johnson, what the name was that sparred him. He like, yeah, he powerful, man, but this nigga wasn't powerful. He like, but he don't let his hands go. And nigga he'll catch you in your mouth. And nigga be like, oh, nigga. And Pt2 this nigga. That shit look good, nigga. You gonna stick a nigga, but what happened after that? This nigga twice your size, man. This nigga need to start analyzing that shit like that. That was for clicks, homie, because you know damn well just that stance right there alone, man, don't mean you can fight, bro. There's a lot of things you can criticize about his stance, but let me keep playing this.
He might even roll you a punch with a Philly shot. I'm seeing the way that shoulder moving, he might hit you with a Philly shot. You guys can see here, he was instantly ready to take his shirt off, ready to get active. This is the sign that someone can't fight. We call this peacocking. It's where you take off your shirt to show what you're working with, really try and scare your opponent away. But the minute he's seen that stance, you see he started to take that hand off that shirt, like, you know what? It's a business decision. I don't want no problem.
Yeah, man, but just because you can fight, man, don't mean everybody that go into a nice little pretty little stance can. That'd be a throw-off too, G.
So since we found our Scottish brothers and sisters, I found out that other black folk around the world are upset.
You upset about what? I hope it ain't about Boots sparring with a Hall of Famer, somebody that he wanted to fight and tried to fight. And shit, y'all should be upset at Tank if he don't knock J. Paul out, the Great White Hope. You see what he doing? Hit that like.
These people, I'm not a fanatic. I love boxing and I love watching it, but I'm not gonna lose my brain over boxing, bro.
You heard that? He said he ain't gonna lose his mind over boxing, bro. Remember that, man. Y'all be losing y'all mind over this shit, G. It ain't that serious, man, but Boots got these boys scrambling.
Hit that like button for me.
Hit it.
Hey, y'all missing the point. Y'all missing the point, man. You missing the point. You, him, all y'all missing the point. You know, y'all keep missing, keep on missing. Just keep shooting though, you gonna make it eventually. Either you gonna make the shot or you gonna miss the shot, but you keep shooting until you hit it. But you gotta have a game plan, man. Boots got a game plan, man. You know, Boots got a strategy, man. You know, y'all questioning it, but it sounds good to me. Got a lot of people saying Boots selling out and he ain't good for the black race and all this, but we forgetting that Crawford is fighting Canelo out of his weight class, daring to be great, neglecting all the heat that was at 154 because of the bag. You niggas are okay with the bag. Money is the root of all evil and you're okay with it. No legacy. Fuck legacy, man. I mean, it's niggas that I never even thought would say that, like Just Do Boxing. You talking about fuck legacy. You saying fuck all the guys that fight for belts. What about that Just Do? I also hear people saying when it's all said and done, it's gonna be in the books as a win or whatever. But they're gonna write a backstory about the win, and it's got a, what you call it, an asterisk by your win. You don't want that. They're gonna be like, mommy, daddy, why they got an asterisk by, what is that star by their name? Oh, well, you know, it was a draw, or he took a knee. Why he take a knee? Well, let's watch the video, son. This is why Tank Davis took a knee. Or this is why Terrence Crawford is not fighting anybody at 154 pounds, because he wants the money. I thought you told me money was the root of all evil, daddy, mommy. Well, I told you right. You know, these guys sign up to be boxers and then they don't want to, you know, box the top guys. Now the top guys have to fight lower level competition because the top guy that's supposed to fight other top guys want the top dollar. Nothing wrong with that, son. But don't be a boxer and act like you're tough and can beat everybody.
Right.
Just say, hey man, I'm an entertainer and I'm here to entertain you guys. And, you know, my entertainment will be cut short if I fight high risk, low rewards. I need high risk, high rewards, or low risk, high rewards. Now, if you have a high risk, high reward like Boots, you should have took it, because your reward will be greater than money, because 100, maybe 100,000, maybe 100 million years later, these videos will still be around like hieroglyphics telling the people that Egyptians were black.
Is it true that people in Africa are poor? Hey, sorry, I'm talking to you.
Sorry, do you have 10 pounds there, please? Would you lend me 10 pounds?
Oh, no, I don't have money.
Oh, you don't have money?
No.
And you are busy looking for poor people.
I want to know something though, because you know I can play big.
Yeah, man, big fish, man.
If all these boxers at 154 is really mixing it up, that's where we want to see Terrence Crawford at. You know, Canelo, you know, that's cool. We all know that's supposed to really be Earl. Hey, Najee, man, when you gonna do the interview at the ranch? You know, but he in the gym now, right? So, you know, he go to the gym, man, get Earl on the line. Why? You know, but, yeah, we want to see the 54 show now. You know, Tank gonna go up to 54. Tank gonna have to get at least to 54 to fight Jake Paul now. And after you fight Jake Paul, you'll be acclimated, man. You fighting a big fella, man. You can go back down there and catch Devin Haney right quick before you retire, right? You know, because we know you ain't going to fight no Shakur. I don't know why y'all got that in y'all mind. Talking about, he going to fight Shakur. This nigga still whispering. I heard that nigga knock out the other day when I was at work. I said, let me see what this nigga talking about. He had took the hat off. I guess, you know what I'm saying, he got that little upward angle. He think a nigga don't see that motherfucker bald spot. Well, he got that motherfucker talking about, yeah, nigga, in my connects, I was only wrong about one thing. We gonna win up, and then after he do that, he gonna big match Lamont Roach, nigga, and then he gonna fight Shakur. Never, nigga. What you whispering for? That shit ain't no secret. That nigga never gonna fight Shakur, so, you know, nigga was lying to you, homie. They lied to you. That shit was not true. Doom, doom, doom. I said they lied to you, nigga. They lied to you. I said they lied to you. I said they lied to you, nigga. I said they lied to you. I said they lied to you. Boy, this nigga Mayweather, man. Blame Floyd, man. Fuck that. We finna watch this shit, nigga. This nigga funny.
And where the haters at? Where is the haters at? Money everywhere. I want some. Cash App PARTTWICE. PARTTWICE. I need some of that turkey bag. Hey, turkey, hire me. I'll fight one of you mother lovers, boy. Mike Tyson, Floyd, Money Mayweather. Hey, blame Floyd for everything. And if the Jake Paul fight don't happen with Tank, fuck it, blame Floyd for that too. Cause I don't think that nigga want nobody doing better than him. You know what I'm saying? That's the money, man. And everybody trying to be like the money, man. Yeah. Everybody want that Netflix bag. And I don't know who don't want the turkey bag. Sound like a sucker to me. Yeah, we want turkey money. We want all that bad, all the good money. Cause Al Heyman like it. Al Heyman like it. Oh man, where the haters at? Where is Al Heyman like it? Heyman like it. Al Heyman like it. All that bad, all the good money. Cause Al Heyman like it. Turkey money. We want all that bad, all the good money. Cause Al Heyman like it. Al Heyman like it. Turkey money. We want all that bad, all the good money. Cause Al Heyman like it. Al Heyman like it. Turkey money. We want all that bad, all the good money. Cause Al Heyman like it. Al Heyman like it. Turkey money. We want all that bad, all the good money. Cause Al Heyman like it. Al Heyman like it. Turkey money. We want all that bad, all the good money. Cause Al Heyman like it. Al Heyman like it. Turkey money. We want all that bad, all the good money. Cause Al Heyman like it. Yeah, we want turkey money. We want all that bad, all the good money. Cause Al Heyman like it. Al Heyman like it.
Tank.
Yeah, we want turkey money. We want all that bad, all the good money. Cause Al Heyman like it. Al Heyman like it.
Hey, Tank
Yeah,
fans.
we want turkey money. We want all that bad, all the good money. Cause Al Heyman like it. Al Heyman like it.
Crawford like it.
Yeah, we want turkey money. We want all that bad, all the good money. Cause Al Heyman like it. Al Heyman like it.
Canelo like it.
Yeah, we want turkey money. We want all that bad, all the good money. Cause Al Heyman like it. Al Heyman like it. Oh man, where the haters at? Where is the haters at? Money everywhere. I want some. Cash App PARTTWICE. PARTTWICE. I need some of that turkey bag. Hey turkey, hire me. I'll fight one of you mother lovers, boy. Mike Tyson, Floyd, Money Mayweather. Hey, blame Floyd for everything. And if the Jake Paul fight don't happen with Tank, fuck it, blame Floyd for that too. Cause I don't think that nigga want nobody doing better than him. You know what I'm saying? That's the money, man. And everybody trying to be like the money, man. And everybody want that Netflix bag. And I don't know who don't want the turkey bag. Sound like a sucker to me. Yeah, we want turkey money. We want all that bad, all the good money. Cause Al Heyman like it. Al Heyman like it. Sucker to me. Yeah, we want turkey money. We want all that bad, all the good money. Cause Al Heyman like it. Al Heyman like it. Bag sound like a sucker to me. Yeah, we want turkey money. We want all that bad, all the good money. Cause Al Heyman like it. Al Heyman like it. Oh man, where the haters at?
Stop. Hey, nigga, Al Heyman like it. And if Al Heyman like it, you know Floyd like it. He loves it. He changed his name to Money, nigga. Oh, man, how you gonna talk shit to your boss, man? You know, Pretty Boy Company. Oh, man, Floyd ain't got no say-so in the PPC, you dumbass nigga. You dumb. I knew you was dumb. You over here talking about Floyd is the PPC. I can't stand you, nigga. I know. I'm not the one to say steal my company. Everybody talking about PBC. Okay, and when you see Tank in the ring, you're going to see the PBC. Still my company. But I know business. Ain't that what Floyd said? Oh, man, you know. Floyd's my guy, man. You know, he's a crude nigga, man, you know, but that's what you get when you fuck with him. That's like, if you ever seen the 5 Heartbeats, right? It's Big Red, nigga. Big Red is a gangster. But he got a record label like before Suge Knight, nigga. You understand me? Before Suge Knight, nigga, it was Big Red, nigga. He hung a nigga out the window. Damn, what the hell I'm doing? I'm tripping. Yeah, Big Red hung a nigga out the window. Get up out of here, man. That nigga Big Red say, nigga, business hours.
Lately, I've been diving into some seriously next level hardware. The Turtle Beach Vulcan 2 TKO Pro mechanical.
I would say business hours is from when? Yeah, nigga, before, that's where Suge Knight got that shit from, nigga. You hanging niggas out the window like Big Red, nigga. Hung Vanilla Ice out the window, out the window and made them sign over ice, baby. How dare you? That's some gangster shit, man. You know that shit Shakur did was some disrespectful shit, G. You know what I'm saying? Like Brian Norman Sr., you disrespectful motherfucker.
You just read it. You just read the message to your chat.
Yes, I did.
You just read the message to your chat.
Yes.
So that's the same platform I go back to and I say, hey, I made a mistake. This is on the day of the fight. There is drug testing. They told me that there wasn't. Ness put it out, told everybody there is drug testing, whatever else. I didn't know I needed to come to little bitty rinky-dink BFTB and tell you. I didn't know that you was in the loop. I didn't know you was nobody.
You should have mentioned little bitty Ricky Dink nigga when you take your ass over to motherfucking Mill City.
Mr. Gibbs said, good morning. Is there any drug testing in Japan?
Got it.
I said, no drug testing. I said, I have to talk over this bitch. Y'all listen.
You ain't talking.
Then I come back.
Nigga, fuck you.
Then I come back.
Fuck you, hoe ass nigga. Who you growing up nigga? Nigga, fuck you.
You might wanna. Oh, my bad.
All that down, bro.
What? What I did?
I want to calm all that down.
Monte St. Davis.
He's a star. Love it when you drive in the fancy cars.
I just don't like him.
Got a fire shoe game. Y'all don't know fashion. Y'all don't know nothing. That ain't no purse, see? Yeah, y'all was right. So, can't say I'm super chat, still got a bang though.
Yo.
10, 14, 10, 14.
Hold on.
You just read it. You just read the message to your chat.
Hold on, man. What the hell he just said?
That ain't no purse, see? Yeah, y'all was right. So, can't say I'm super chat, still got a bang.
Yeah, that's what he said. Hold on.
Shoe game.
Hold up.
Like him. Fancy cars.
Run that bitch back.
Monte St. Davis.
He's a star. Love it when you drive in the fancy cars. Just don't like him. Got a fire shoe game. Y'all don't know fashion. Y'all don't know nothing. That ain't no purse, see? Yeah, y'all was right. So, can't have super chest. Still got a bang bang.
Yeah.
And it seems like you've been watching me this whole time. Mad.
Fuck you, hoe ass nigga. Who you calling a bitch ass nigga? Nigga, fuck you.
Yeah, nigga, straighten that nigga, B. He got a gun. Stop. Somebody stop him. Boy. Man, this is one of my favorite too. I like this one though. He roasted you, boy. Hold up, run that bitch to the top.
All right, bro. Shakur Stevenson is the best defensive fighter of this generation. He's the best defensive fighter in boxing. His opponents only connect 30% of their punches, average in each and every fight. When fighting Shakur got good control of range, got good foot positioning, got good upper body movement. That makes him incredibly difficult to hit clean. Gervonta Tank Davis has to land clean because he doesn't throw a lot of punches. So Tank Davis is going to be forced to have to land clean, but he will miss most of those punches, which will frustrate him in the fight. Because Tank Davis, they say he doesn't waste his punches, but he will throw and then miss against Shakur Stevenson, which makes his punch output even lesser than his entire career. Fighters like Tank Davis rely on letting counters and walking down, but Shakur Stevenson's elusiveness forces the opponents to hesitate. That will take away Tank Davis' rhythm. So Tank Davis' power doesn't matter if he cannot land clean shots. Shakur Stevenson's defense neutralizes Tank Davis' biggest weapon. That is his power. Shakur Stevenson's got better ring IQ. He has better composure. Shakur Stevenson fights like a chess player. He's calm, calculated, and disciplined. Nobody has ever baited Shakur Stevenson in any exchanges. Tank Davis relies on baiting his opponents. Nobody has ever baited Shakur in any exchange. He gets inside when he wants to, and he gets outside when he wants to. So Shakur Stevenson dictates when and when you will exchange. Shakur Stevenson is an elite fighter. He's an elite defensive fighter. He will hit Tank Davis with straight left hooks in each and every punch. Tank Davis doesn't have that good defense. Tank Davis likes to take some rounds off. Shakur Stevenson will step on Tank Davis from the first round. Shakur Stevenson will win by unanimous decision. Shakur Stevenson really loses rounds. Tank Davis loses the first 7 rounds, so he has to get a knockout. Tank Davis has to knock out his opponent because he loses to less level opponents. He loses rounds to less level opponents. Shakur Stevenson steps on everybody he fights, and he makes them miss and pay. Gervonta Tank Davis is only good with knocking out his opponents. So how will you be able to knock out Shakur Stevenson if you cannot touch him? Shakur Stevenson has better composure when he's under fire. Tank Davis panics under fire. When Tank Davis fought Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis was panicking and running. Shakur Stevenson is calm and collected. He can counter while his opponent's coming at him. Shakur Stevenson can back Tank Davis into the ropes. Like Lamar Rhodes, he was able to counter Tank Davis. Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis has never fought no elite southpaw. He has never fought no elite southpaw. That's on the Shakur Stevenson level. Shakur Stevenson has seen different kinds of style. Tank Davis has not seen the level of competition that Shakur Stevenson has fought. Tank Davis has not fought no elite opponent his entire career. Shakur Stevenson has fought top level fighters in each and every weight class. Shakur just fought a top 3 fighter in the lightweight. That was William Zepeda. Tank Davis has never fought no top 5 opponent in the lightweight division. Shakur Stevenson has shown that he's the best at 135. Gervonta Tank Davis has been cherry picking his entire career. He's never fought no elite opponents. Shakur Stevenson got a better jab. He's got better footwork. He's got a better fight IQ. He's a better counter puncher. Gervonta Tank Davis gets hits a lot. Shakur Stevenson is more accurate than Gervonta Tank Davis.
He finna tell you how to beat Tank. Hit that like, hit that subscribe.
I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna take you from where you at to elite. Every fighter in the first round is dangerous. Every fighter. So with your skills and everything that you got, bro, you could keep guys outside for the first, because you can fight outside and you can fight both ranges.
Outside.
But for the first 3 rounds, you still want to be defensively aware and keep guys outside. And then 4th, okay, he weared down a little bit. Now we're going to step to him and take him out of there. Because you want to take everybody out of there with your skill, bro. But just understand, early on, everybody is dangerous. So you don't want to go out there just exchanging and giving up your height. Keeping guy at bay, and then set 3, 4, 5, okay, you slow down, now I'm about to beat your ass.
No, for sure.
I mean, you a hell of a fighter, bro. You're going to be one of them greats, bro. I promise you. Just make sure the IQ is there with the skills.
The IQ. Make sure the IQ is there with the skills. Because you can train and drill all day long and get the shit picture perfect for a movie. You know, and be one of the best Tubi movies out there in the universe. And have all the fight scenes look so real. You know, look at those combos. Ice, 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 ace, 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 ice, ice, ace, ace, ace. You know, and you practice that shit for 12 weeks straight, man. You know, you got yourself a good little movie there, brother. But actually fighting for real, when you add those same things that you in camp with for 12 weeks with the IQ, though, that's a different story. And that's what Shakur was trying to tell him, you know. But all that outside, you ain't gonna really see too much of that with Abdullah. He coming to get you. He a body snatcher. He a headhunter. He going to, you know what I'm saying, hit you everywhere there's an opening at. You know, he's not gonna stop either. He gonna come with your high guard as well and let you throw your shot. You know, shoot your shot, G.
And the limits showing me the different skills, you know, different outlooks on the things that he learned. And the limits showing me the different skills, you know, different outlooks on the things that he learned. And the limits showing me the different skills, you know, different outlooks on the things that he learned. Showing me the different skills, you know, different outlooks on the things that he learned. Showing me the different skills, you know, different outlooks on the things that he learned. On the things that he learned, different outlooks on the things that he learned. Different outlooks on the things that he learned.
On the things that he learned, he teaching Tank, someone older than him, things that he learned. You know, when you look at Tank and you see him, you know, look at Shakur. That's what you think of when you see Tank now.
Olympics showing me the different skill, you know, the different in the Olympics. Got me? In the Olympics showing me the different skill, you know, the different outlooks on the things that he learned.
On the things that he learned. You know, you teaching big brush shit, you know what I'm talking about? And that's a teacher. That's all Shakur be trying to do is teach these young niggas, man. But y'all gonna force his hand to have to fight these young niggas next year. Because, you know, they gonna have the belts. And, excuse me, it's gonna look crazy when Shakur Stevenson go up there. And I don't know if T.O. ever fight that, man. I think he just, something wrong with him, bro. But if he just so happened to take that fight and, you know, Shakur actually get in the ring and they throw punches, man, he gonna beat the boy up. And leave the belt for Hagen, you know, go back to 35 and wait for, I don't know why he waiting for Tank, but he gonna go back and wait for Tank and fight guys that'll actually fight him. You know, ain't too many people that's just rushing to step in the ring with Shakur. You know, Lamont Roach talking about he will, but that's a chance at a bag for him. That's just a chance at a bag for him. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get a bag, man. You know, he can afford to lose any fight at 135. You know that, right? Roach can lose any fight at 135 and it's okay. But back to Canelo, because y'all know that he gonna juice, right? Come on, Champ Side. Put it out there. Clip this shit.
I got a moral question. Since Suleiman made it okay to, you know, raise the level of computer raw, do you think Bud should partake?
Are you asking me if I think Bud should cheat?
No, I'm just asking you, like, if they made it legal. They think they made it to the point where they raised the level where you can take it.
Nah, I don't.
Nah.
Just do what you've been doing, man. Just do what you've been doing.
Now, the second part of it, do you think Canelo's going to partake in it?
Of course.
If they getting if they being body tested.
You can take it, you can still take it.
You can up into a certain limit. Certain limit.
Right.
Yeah,
They raised
like
the
what,
limit.
0.008 or something?
Yeah, you can still use it, bro.
Yeah.
But I was
That's a certain limit, though.
To a certain limit.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, if he used a certain limit, that's going to help him.
But computer raw is to help cut weight for my.
Cut weight, yeah.
But it's like drinking 10 cups of coffee.
Do everything.
It's like drinking 10 cups of coffee. It's like drinking 10 cups of coffee.
Next time I want the question in English, please. And start with the international media, please.
Thank you for the opportunity. This has to be clarified. The body who is in charge of anti-doping is WADA, the World Anti-Doping Agency, okay? They make the rules. They determine which substances are considered illegal, and they make the rules on the threshold. There are some substances that have no threshold, just the minimum finding, it's a adverse finding. Clenbuterol is a substance that is a health problem in Mexico and China and a few other countries. Why? Because cattle are fed clenbuterol, and you can get contaminated by eating beef or eggs in Mexico. There are so many examples that we have done in sports. There was a 2011 World Cup youth in Mexico. Out of 200 tests, 111 players were found positive from all over the world. They were in Mexico.
In Mexico.
And WADA has many cases with the Olympic competition, with baseball, with soccer, football. And in boxing, we had had a few cases. Francisco Vargas, Luis Neri, Canelo Alvarez. So WADA, on June of this year, released a threshold for clenbuterol. So they set the standards and the rules for for that substance, giving a threshold. Anything under that line is not to be considered a doping violation. Over that line, it would be to be investigated. So in October, there were 2 tests that came back with a minimum clenbuterol findings for Martinez and for Vargas. So, according to WADA, who sets the rules, those are findings or non-violations. We, with transparency, we released that they were found with clenbuterol under the threshold, so it's a non-violation. Canelo Alvarez had clenbuterol problem 2 years ago. If WADA had this threshold 2 years ago, Canelo would not have been found guilty, which has, of course, killed his reputation with something that now the WADA has understood that it's not a violation. I don't know if that's clear.
Oh yeah.
Just quickly stop and starting. There's my battery. Sorry, my timer was about to run out. Just talk about clenbuterol. What else could we consider seeing, or what else do you think may be considered to having that threshold increased for other items away from clenbuterol? What's your knowledge to what may have been discussed by either the WBC clean boxing program or WADA?
Other substances? Oh, meldonium. Meldonium is a substance in Russia, in the Russian countries. And Povetkin had a meldonium violation when he was going to fight Wilder. And WADA has changed the threshold of meldonium as well. So he would have been not guilty also. But at that time, he was found guilty because of the threshold. So it's a complicated world. Doping is a complicated world. A very few who cheat make the whole rest of the world in sports very concerned and with many problems.
But you see how quick he answered that shit? Oh, other substances? Never known him. The Russians. That motherfucker was snitching at an all-time high today. Oh, but that goes back to the beginning of the video.
I got a moral question. Since Suleiman made it okay to, raise the level of clenbuterol, do you think Bud should partake?
Are you asking me if I think Bud should cheat?
No, I'm just asking you, like, if they made it legal. They think they made it to the point where they raised the level where you can take it.
Nah, I don't. Nah.
Just do what you've been doing, man. Just do what you've been doing.
Now, the second part of it, do you think Canelo's going to partake in it?
Of course.
Of course.
If they getting if they being body tested,
you can take it. You can still take it.
You can
up into a certain limit. Certain limit.
Right.
Yeah,
They raised
like
the
what,
limit.
0.008 or something.
Yeah, you can still use it, bro.
Yeah.
But I was
That's
asking
a certain
Champ
limit,
side.
though.
To a certain limit.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, if he used a certain limit, it's going to help him.
But clenbuterol is to help cut weight.
Cut weight.
But it's like drinking 10 cups of coffee.
Everything.
It's like drinking 10 cups of coffee. It's like drinking 10 cups of coffee.
Next time I want the question in English, please. And start with the international media, please.
I don't care what you say. I think if Crawford ain't on no clenbuterol, then he on something, nigga. Because you can't just tell me these guys are available in access and can take these supplements without popping and they not taking them. I'm not going for that. If you raise it up and you see Suleiman over here clearing his name and like, hey man, it's Wilder, it's not me. They raised the level. And if it was like this last year, man, Canelo wouldn't have popped dirty. Same with Povetkin. He would have been able to fight Wilder all juiced up to the gills. Well, when they got a threshold, like Charlo said, we've been purporting this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So in Mexico, they feed the cows clenbuterol. But if you train in America, why is you popping dirty for clenbuterol? Like, as long as you don't put too much in your system, they ain't gonna know you own it. And you know, it's not illegal if Canelo takes not only clenbuterol but other substances to get prepared for a Crawford fight. And you heard everybody on Champ's side just wanting to answer questions for this man. Just shut the fuck up. Like, I wish I could have caught him by himself, cause you know he got smart. You know, Champ's smart. You know what I'm saying? He knew that his guys were gonna, you know, fall for the trap.
Got a moral question.
For sure.
I got a moral question.
For sure.
Since Suleiman made it okay to, you know, raise the level of clenbuterol, do you think Bud should partake?
Are you asking me if I think Bud should cheat?
No, I'm just asking you, like, if they made it legal. They think they made it to the point where they raised the level where you can take it.
Nah, I don't. Nah.
Just do what you've been doing, man. Just do what you've been doing.
Now, the second part of it, do you think Canelo's going to partake in it?
Of course.
If they getting if they being body tested.
You can take it, you can still take it.
You
Yeah,
can
up into a certain limit. Up into a
Right.
certain limit.
Right.
Yeah,
They
it's
raised
like
the
what,
limit.
0.008 or something?
Yeah, you can still use it, bro.
Yeah.
But I was
That's
asking
a certain
you,
limit, though.
To a certain limit.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, if he used a certain limit, that's going to help him.
But clenbuterol is to help cut weight for my.
Cut weight, yeah.
But it's like drinking
my
10 cups of
amateur
coffee.
understanding.
Do everything.
It's like drinking 10 cups of coffee. It's
That's why I
like
said
drinking 10 cups of coffee.
Power blast.
Next time I want the question in English, please.
Man, please.
And start with the international media, please.
You think that motherfucker ain't microdosing some of everything? Canelo. Y'all around here talking about snack. What if snack is just like, you know, everybody else? You know, maybe snack is doing it just like water. Maybe Victor went to the feds and figured out how to get that clear in. And as long as it's not popping, niggas might be taking it. I don't know, but I know that Suleiman said what he said. You know, run that beat back. Y'all want to hear that beat again, man? Run that beat back, man.
Thank you for the opportunity. This has to be clarified. The body who is in charge of anti-doping is WADA, the World Anti-Doping Agency. Okay? They make the rules. They determine which substances are considered illegal, and they make the rules on the threshold. There are some substances that have no threshold, just the minimum finding, it's a adverse finding.
Right.
Clenbuterol is a substance that is a health problem in Mexico and China and a few other countries. Why? Because cattle are fed clenbuterol, and you can get contaminated by eating beef or eggs in Mexico. There are so many examples that we have done in sports. There was a 2011 World Cup youth in Mexico. Out of 200 tests, 111 players were found positive from all over the world. They were in Mexico.
Right.
And WADA has many cases with the Olympic competition, with baseball, with soccer, football. And in boxing, we had a few cases. Francisco Vargas, Luis Neri, Canelo Alvarez. So WADA, on June of this year, released a threshold for clenbuterol. So they set the standards and the rules for that substance, giving a threshold. Anything under that line is not to be considered a doping violation. Over that line, it would be to be investigated. So in October, there were 2 tests that came back with a minimum clenbuterol findings for Martinez and for Vargas. So, according to WADA, who sets the rules, those are findings or non-violations.
Right.
We, with transparency, we released that they were found with clenbuterol under the threshold, so it's a non-violation. Canelo Alvarez had clenbuterol problem 2 years ago. If WADA had this threshold 2 years ago, Canelo would not have been found guilty, which has, of course, killed his reputation with something that now the WADA has understood that it's not a violation. I don't know if that's clear.
Oh yeah.
Just quickly stop and starting. There's my battery. Sorry, my timer was about to run out. Just talk about clenbuterol. What else could we consider seeing, or what else do you think may be considered to having that threshold increased for
What else Canelo
other
uses?
items away from clenbuterol? What's your knowledge to what may have been discussed by either the WBC clean boxing program or WADA?
Other substances? Oh, meldonium. Meldonium is a substance in Russia, in the Russian countries. And Povetkin had a meldonium violation when he was going to fight Wilder.
Right.
And WADA has changed the threshold of meldonium as well. So he would have been not guilty also. But at that time, he was found guilty because of the threshold. So it's a complicated world. Doping is a complicated world.
No, it's not.
A very few who cheat make the whole rest of the world in sports very concerned and with many problems.
Because everybody can do it now, according to you. And WADA, that is. You know, I said it was on Suleiman, but you know, you okay with guys doing something that was once illegal, but they raised the threshold. So, you know, it's like drinking 10 cups of coffee. Remember that? Yeah, you want somebody in the ring that geeked up. You know, it makes a better fight. You know, your stamina, Canelo, it kind of fades like, you know, later on in fights. You're getting older now. You need all the concoctions you can get, bro. You know. If it was anybody else, you know, other than the face of boxing, that drug would be outlawed. Probably, maybe, I don't know. You guys talking about a cash cow. $100 million per fight type of boxer right now. You know, he's been getting hundreds of millions from the PBC though. You know, so he's $100 million type of dollar type of guy. Tank $100 million type of guy, but he get paid $2 million per fight. Base pay. Base pay for all the Tank fans. Base pay. Oh, nigga, I was about to say, cause nigga Tank get his on the back end, nigga. I know that's right. Back end shorty. You know, that back end shit about to motherfucking be a dead end. Cause you know, you niggas gonna fire stick that bitch to death. You niggas gonna fire stick Netflix. You know, piracy is ruining pay-per-view. Shout out to Mike Tyson though, man. Get you all the bag you can get. You know, you really got a beef with Floyd, y'all go in there and slug it out. You know, act like it's a show, but then really go in there and flip the script. We waiting for guys to flip the script. Let me just put it like that. I'm waiting on Tank to go in there with Jake Paul. Yeah, we just, you know, exhibition, ha. And yak. And you know, really hurt that boy. You know, make it a show for a while. Like Floyd. You know, Floyd played with McGregor for a while. Then he did his thing to him, right? That's what I want to see Tank do. You know, use that lateral. You the best lateral mover at 135, Tank. I want you to use that lateral movement and you know, do your thing. Cause nigga, what if this nigga knock out Jake Paul? Y'all gonna be like, oh, it was a great fight.
Spooky in boxing. Ooh, it's getting spooky in boxing. All of the ghosts and magic ghouls are out there lurking. I want to know why y'all don't want this fight. What if Tank Davis knocks out Jake Paul? all y'all gonna have to eat y'all words. Come on, Tank. Knock out the great white hope. I ain't giving up on you until you start selling out and reading the script. You are going to have to flip the script for me.
Yeah, flip that script, man. Come on outside. Stop hiding. How to survive 2025. You know, that's a classic, man. You know, Tank Davis, man, you've been fighting a lot of suspicious guys, man. And, you know, you might as well keep on fighting suspicious guys like Jake Paul. What's the difference between Jake Paul and, what, Frank Martin and Rowley? Ryan Garcia. I mean, he's a celebrity, you know, other than boxing. He can be in the movie. Yeah, suspicious like Frank Martin when he fought Artem, man. Everybody knew either you're gonna game plan for the stuff that Artem hit him with, which was the same thing that Tank hit him with. And he's susceptible because he has a half of a high guard, a peekaboo high guard with one arm. And you know, he likes to counter, Frank Martin does. He's only been in 2 12-round fights. I tried to tell y'all that. With 3 now. I tried to tell y'all that. You know what I'm saying? Never fought for a world championship title. You know, he started late. He's the same age as Tank, man. This guy was only here for Earl Spence, the big fish. They practiced the same shit in the locker room that they did on him in the fight. And we all predicted 8 was great. Round 8 was great. And we predicted that over here. And I say we, those are the same minds and everybody else that picked round 8. You know, and not just me over here thinking like this. I'm not the only one that see these things in life. I know I'm not crazy. I know I'm not a troll. I know I'm not well, I am rude. Because it's rude to tell the truth in 2025. And we outside, man, out here in ATL, where the ladies are lonely because these niggas don't want it. Well, I do. And it's only so much that I can do, fellas. And, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like I'm taping, so it's hard, man. There's a lot of them up here, man. But, you know, the fight gonna be up here, you know, outside. Rude exposure. You hear the, hey, Boogie, say what's up. You know what I'm talking about? We got the baby. We got everybody with us. It's in life, but you know what I'm saying? Tank Davis is a star. Well, when he drives in the fancy car. Shakur Stevenson just don't like him. Devin Haney know we got a fire-ass shoot game. Yeah, y'all was right. So, Cash App SUBCRIBE still got a bankroll. It's that like button for me. I'm just getting started. You know,
So you
like,
might
I
want
can't say that.
I want to calm all that down, bro. I want to calm all that down. Devontae Tank Davis.
He's a star. Love it when you drive in the fancy car.
Yeah, Shakur Stevenson.
Just don't like him.
Devin Haney know we
Got a fire shoe game. Y'all don't know fashion. Y'all don't know nothing.
built like that, bro.
That ain't no purse, see? Yeah, y'all was right. So, Cash App SUBCRIBE still got a bankroll.
And it seems like you've been watching me this whole time, mad.
Man, that shit a classic right there, boy. Boy, I've been wanting to remix that shit for a long time. Yeah, man, but let me get up out of there. Yeah, nigga, you a funny dude though, bro. You done flipped the script on Tank, and now you trying to get the fans to believe you ain't gonna flip the script on him again. You gonna have to flip the script on him again after this fight, nigga, cause he ain't finna fight nobody you want him to fight, nigga. And I'm sick of everybody talking all that shit, talking about who Tank got to fight. Because y'all was the main ones telling me back in the days that Tank can fight whoever the fuck he want to fight. Tank ain't got to fight nobody. Tank ain't got to fight him. What Tank got to fight him for, you know? So we want to keep the same energy on Rude Exposure, man. And we want the real Tank fans up over here. We don't want the flip the script ass niggas, the flip of the scribbles. You niggas, oh man, it's a trash ass fight. Shit. Nigga, this shit gonna go down in the ages. You know why? Because of Jack Johnson. Because of all the movies, The Great White Hope. Nigga, what's the white boy that got beat by Ray Mercer, Tommy Morrison? Yeah, they tried to hype him up. You know what I'm saying? Cooney, Ali Roper doped his ass up. They couldn't do nothing with him. You know, Caleb Plant, he black really. Y'all adopted him in the black race, so he don't count. Canelo, he Mexican, but you know, we can pass. If he couldn't talk, he'll be, you know what I'm saying, playing that jump around. Just jump to get everybody up. Yeah, pack it up, pack it in. Yeah, you can market him as an Irish boy. You know, he got the red hair and the freckles. But shit, man, you know, Jake Paul, American Pie. Jake Paul is living in America, eye to eye, nation to nation. I feel good, yeah, straight from America. Born in the USA, I was born in the USA, I was born, you know what I'm saying, one of them white boys, man. And you can't beat that with a baseball bat. That's why he got Netflix. Why Caleb Plant couldn't get no Netflix deal? Because he's not an entertainer. And, you know, he's not that type of guy that, you know, they can market. Jake Paul has the casuals and the kiddies and a demographic that they want and they crave and they know will support him religiously, faithfully. A country behind Jake Paul, in fact. Jake Paul has a country behind him. Even the black guys watch Jake Paul. Not just the black guys, especially the white guys. The white kiddies, the black kiddies are going to watch the fight because daddy's going to watch the fight. Everybody's going to watch the fights. And it's going to be successful. Going to have a great undercard. And he's going to say he's doing great things for boxing. And the only way that fight will really satisfy me is if it ends in a knockout. Either way, don't care. I'm lying. I prefer Tank to knock Jake Paul out. But that'll just let me know that this shit is real. Because somebody got to fall. For me. And you know, it'll be a travesty if Tank don't give it his all in this fight out of all the fights he ever fought. Because while y'all sitting over there calling Boots a sellout, you better be calling Tank one if he don't go in there and actually try to hurt this white boy. Because, you know, he took Mike Tyson's dignity. You know, he got a whole resume full of black guys, athletes that is, with names. More names than Tank Davis on his resume. You know, y'all put Ryan Garcia up there as an actual killer now because of what he did to Devin Haney. But before that, even before the Tank Davis fight, me, personally, made multiple videos, especially when he was with Eddie Reynoso and his body transformation happened and Tank Davis noticed it. We made videos about Ryan Garcia saying he only has a left hook and he's a YouTube sensation / Instagram star, TikToker that makes videos doing speed drills and hitting people in their midsection with body vests. A movie star, a Mexican American that can pass as American Pie. Marketable before the drug cheat, still marketable after the drug cheat, and people mad about that. But that's a fighter that we've made videos saying wasn't shit and got dropped and got up and handled his business, but still plays. Y'all hyped it up because, you know, he's American Pie material. And it sold so much, and you guys were so happy with the outcome of someone else's payday that will not help you feed your children. In fact, some of you guys are now struggling even after buying those fights when he told you to just be a fan, and you went on his, you know, Instagram or his Twitter and you asked him like, what's going on with this Jake Paul shit, man? He told you just shut the fuck up and be a fan. And we've been telling you this what this dude gonna say to you guys. We've been telling y'all to go on Tank Twitter and say, hey man, what's up with that Shakur fight, nigga? Why you, man, God, they saying you ducking, homie. What's up, man? You say you gonna shut his fat mouth. I remember saying they asked you, Ellie Setback, you was signing them gloves, bro. He said, who you want to fight next? He said, Shakur, real fast, real quick. Immediate answer, nigga. You answer Ellie Setback immediately when he asked you who you want to fight next. Shakur Stevenson. And he said, why? He asked you why. Because he got a big mouth. Everybody know how to go. Everybody know he ain't gonna do nothing but run. A casual. Tank Davis don't even know who Marvin Hagler is. Marvelous. A boxer. Don't know that he can't stick his head out the ring. Oh, I ain't know. My bad. My bad. Bah! Nigga shot me in the foot on accident. He was just showing me the gun. Oh, my bad. My bad. Be more careful out here, man. You know, niggas, it's gonna come out in the wash because, like I said, you're gonna have to trade on them again after this Jake Paul fight, nigga. Because I'm pretty sure that politics are heavy now, unless it's Turkey. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm giving hope for this Terrence Crawford and Canelo fight not to be a circus fight. I think it's a real fight. I think these guys coming in at best shape and doped up to the gills, both fighters. I think it's legal to take whatever you taking as long as you don't pass the threshold and may the best man win. You coming up 2-3 weight divisions, nigga. You need to do what the fuck you got to do to fight Canelo, a Hall of Famer, a future Hall of Famer, right? And, you know, he gonna be on whatever they say is okay for him to take unless it's not that level. You just take whatever you need to take as long as it don't pass this, you know, micro dose. You know, a little clenbuterol, a little Magellan, you know, that's what the Russians take, you know. Like I said, if you're not from Mexico and you training in America, why pop dirty for that though? But if they not gonna, you know, say nothing about it, why not? Well, that's the thing I'm trying to say. Like, you know, you can't expect Crawford not to do something. All that working out and shit. How you think this nigga recovering and getting this physique? Not steaks, eggs, and potatoes, chitlins, and cornbread, grits and eggs, green eggs and ham, and Kool-Aid, and protein shakes. No. You ain't just taking your BCAAs. You ain't just taking your protein powder. You on motherfucking more than creatine, homie. There's nowhere in the world that Canelo not popping nothing. He's old man news. And he needs it. He needs everything he can get, all the help he can get. You see, he got boots. Why y'all don't want that man to get all the help he can get, fight these young killers, man? These young niggas, man, been fighting drug cheats all their life, and now it's okay for a nigga to take it, and you don't want him to take it. And you're making fun of him and talking shit about something you can't even prove. You make fun of these motherfucking boys over there and snack and don't even know if the shit is dope or not. You know, like I believe what snack is, man. I can't prove it, but I think the motherfucking weirdo is taking these guys' blood samples, man, and just figuring out their body type and their blood type, man, and formulating the best workouts for their blood type and the best diets and meal plans for their blood type and their body, and making them optimal. But you know, like I always say, man, you might got a blue pill too. Got a red pill and a blue pill if you want it. You know, it's, you know, as long as WADA says it's okay, as long as you don't take over this threshold, then what's wrong with taking it, right? Because you know Canelo is going to take it because he has a track record of taking it. You know, as far as like tainted meat, you know, it's a Mexican problem over there in Mexico, but you in America, right? Oh, I guess he trained in Mexico for all those fights. All his fights, man, you know, what Floyd say when they asked him, you know, he was like, hey man, we don't know if Canelo was clean in a lot of fights. We don't know. You know, you get popped one time, oh, I never do it again. Oh, it'll never happen again. No, I can't believe this pop. I don't know it happened. No. You know, boxing is a suspicious sport because it's so crooked. You know, boxing is the most corrupt sport in the world, Craig, if you ask me. You know, you seen my DVD, I mean, not my DVD, my documentary on the motherfuckers that be getting caught up by the feds, the IBF, when they was trying to, you know, put the money in these boys' pocket, man, you know, to put these rankings into place, man, you know, get these guys shots, man, get these titles over here, move them here, you know, a little direction, manipulation, you know what I'm saying, man, you know. Money talk, bullshit walk, man, you know. And that's still going on to this day, if you ask me. More so than back in the days because it's more sophisticated and out in the open now. You know, like God bless the dead, Johnny Taylor say, everything's out in the open. Everything, man. He say, Bud Smarter has a better IQ than the last 5 guys, man. Bud is not acclimated to the weight of Canelo. Wherever y'all go and watch Bud go to a new weight division, watch his acclimation fights. Watch his acclimation fights when he go to the, you know, his last acclimation fight, in fact. You know, what he gonna do when he acclimate to Canelo? You know, you ain't gonna tell me Crawford's not gonna get hit one time. You know, he's gonna get hit multiple times. And like I said, I done seen Crawford zone out. You ever just be sitting down and just be looking into space and you can't even take your glance off of a certain, you ain't looking at shit, but you can't break your trance. You like you in a trance, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm the only one that do that, but you know, you just like snap out of it sometimes, man. You have to make yourself snap. I seen him doing that in that last fight, man. And man caught his ass with a clean as a whistle. You know, like he was swimming on Crawford, man. You know, and caught him with a nice right hand, man, straight down the middle. Just looking out in space, though. You know, he got back on point, but you can't do that against Canelo. You know, it's a high weight division of a future Hall of Famer, G, with plenty IQ. Not swift in the feet like he should be, but you know, the Philly style. You know, he been fucking with the Ennis brothers. And, you know, not just them other guys in Philly. You know, he got beat viciously with the Philly shell. And why wouldn't he? You know, why not? Why y'all don't want to see that, man? What's the fear? You know, I don't look at boxers differently if they lose. It depends on how you lose, though. You get your shit beat purple and blue, that's a different story now. You just, god damn, now, I don't know now. I don't even think you want a rematch, brother. You know, so something wrong, man. You might not need to fight like Earl. You might not need to never fight Terence Crawford. You know, they say styles make fight. Maybe that style just not for you, brother. So I don't know. I don't know, man, but I still rock with Big Fish, though, all day. I want him to get with Blu-ray. You know, Blu-ray, man, you got to get over there and get your strength up, man. You was knocking shit out with Blu-ray, and we want to see you knock some shit out. But I don't know if you can knock Charlo out, but that'd be a great fight when you come with that Blu-ray package. You know what I'm saying? Put that strength on Charlo, man. You know, see what Charlo can do with that. They say you back in the gym. I saw the little videos of him hitting the pads, and man, you know, that shit look good, G, but, you know, we was just seeing that lead hand, G. And, you know, I want to see more than, I want to see some sparring, nigga. I want to see you in work. You know what I'm saying? You got that hair everywhere. You know, I don't really like that shit, G. You know, that shit interferes with your vision and the judging. You know, you might get hit in your glove and your dreads wiggle and the judge behind you might be like, oh, that's a punch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't like that even with track and field stars, like basketball players. You You know, the ones I really be okay with that shit was football players because of the padding in your helmet, man. You need all the padding you can get in that sport. Well, you know, other than that, no, man. But other than that, yeah. I fuck with big fish, so you gonna come in there with some dreads, cool. But nigga, we want to see you get in there with some strength and conditioning too, man. We gotta get you back. That shit you was hitting Terrence Crawford with was nuts, and that shit ain't phased that brother. It didn't look like he got a lot of poise, so he got a lot of composure. So you know, a lot of people have high pain thresholds. Like I think Tank got a high pain threshold. So you know, him taking this fight, man, he probably know what he can do. And if it turns into a fight, I know he got the lateral movement to get out of trouble. You know, I feel like he should be able to turn up and make it a real fight. And do it for, like y'all say, standing on code. That's what Tank need to do. Because I know you know that Jake Paul is being hyped up there. How else he get a Netflix deal? They promoting Jake Paul to be the great white hope, man. It's up to you to do just like all the other history books. It's going to take one black fighter to go out there and really beat Jake Paul ass for real and flip the script. You give me a script. Yeah, okay, I'll take the script, Jake Paul. Oh, you want me to do this? Okay, I'll do that, Jake Paul. All right, we got Jake Paul coming up with rude exposure. Round one, you see rude exposure on his dancing feet. He's boxing. He's throwing that southpaw jab. It's he's trying to emulate Muhammad Ali. Jake Paul's coming with a vicious right. He rolls up under it and hits him on his knee pad. Oh, he's got those knee pads on. And that's a vicious blow. The referee warns rude exposure for hitting people in the knees. They get reset. Oh, rude exposure dancing, doing a little two-step in the ring. Everybody's laughing, and you got a couple people in the crowd booing, talking about, oh, it's the scripted fight. Pow! Oh my God, what the fuck is going on? Rude exposure caught Jake Paul right in his goddamn neck. Jake Paul's coughing and screaming and wheezing. Oh, here comes rude exposure. He pivots. He's hitting him in his body. Oh, he pivots back. He caught him with an uppercut. He steps back. Jake Paul swinging wild. Rude exposure rolls up under the punch. He hits him in his motherfucking neck again. Oh, why is he aiming for his neck? Oh my God, he's just targeting his neck. He's sticking him with the jab. Rude exposure sticking him in his body. He's sticking him in his body. Wow, he went up top and aimed for his neck. He's hitting Jake Paul in his neck like when Leo Santa Cruz hit Tank Davis in his neck. And he dropped him, but they said it was a slip. Oh my God, Jake Paul's staggering. Rude exposure running up on him. He got and stepped back because I knew Jake Paul was going to swing again. And Rude exposure come back and hit him in his neck again. Oh my God, the referee, he's waving off the fight. He's waving off the motherfucking fight. You know, so we need Tank Davis to do that. You say, Crawford's resume is trash. And once he feels Canelo 168 to the body, it'll be game over. I don't know, man, because I don't think Crawford gonna stand there and let him hit him to the body. What you say about that? He gonna, you know what I'm saying, utilize the ring, Jesse. And if he do that, that means he gonna be boxing like Shakur, right? You know, he already admitted that he fights like Shakur sometimes in certain fights, man. You know, you get a Crawford in there sticking and moving like that, man. You say I'm drunk on this life? No, I think he gonna go in there and box Canelo. I don't think he going in there to trade with Canelo. What you mean I'm drunk? I don't even drink alcohol, bro. I've been at work since 6 o'clock this morning, man. You know what I'm saying? I got off at 6 in the evening. I just decided, you know, fuck it, man. You know, I ain't have my daughter. I wanted to talk about the fight. And now you talking about I'm drunk. I'm definitely not drunk. I'm definitely talking boxing. You talking about a motherfucking body shot. And I'm trying to figure out how he gonna get close enough to hit the body if he's boxing for at least 10 rounds. And then if you know you get to the 10th round and Canelo's still getting outboxed, he's gonna start lunging. He's probably gonna lunge before that. And that'll be horrific for Canelo. Because then, you know, all that muscle mass that Crawford got, a vicious counter shot will be devastating if he catch him on his chin, right? Or his neck. You know, a vicious neck shot for Canelo, he got a big neck. That's a target. Man, an uppercut to the body and then, you know, a step back like Shakur do. a lunge from Canelo in a counter again to the wherever it lands with that power. You know, the late rounds, you can go ahead and mix it up with Canelo. Because I'm pretty sure those body shots will accumulate. The sticks, the stabs to the body, to get out of there, to back up, to step back, the lateral, the clinches, the wrestling ability. Remember when Terence Crawford was toe-to-toe with Canelo and Canelo had those big old high-heel shoes on that made him a couple of inches taller? And people were like, oh, Canelo's bigger than Crawford, when he's really not. And he was just moving him by walking on his own tippy toes and moving Canelo backwards, and Canelo didn't like that well. And he pushed him. Remember that? You say Canelo seeing it all, big, fast, strong footwork. And he got beat by a couple of those guys, right? Am I wrong? Am I trolling? Am I right? You say Canelo seeing it all. Big, fast, strong footwork, etc., and did not beat all of those guys, and got beat by a few of those guys, and the ones that he did beat are suspicious victories. So I'm not finna sit here and act like Canelo is the motherfucking creme de la creme of boxing, because he's not. And nothing you can say will tell me he's not on the package. Because Suleiman said so. He said it's okay. Water made it okay to take whatever you want to take as far as clenbuterol, medrolone, or whatever the guys are taking to get the advantage to take and fight the Negroes. Because, you know, you gotta go to the ghetto to get the sauce. Even in the movie Matrix, you had to go to the projects to see the Oracle. And Turkey al-Sheikh can never take boxing out of America, because you got to come to America to get the cream of the crop boxers. You say he's the face to boxing for a reason. Of course, because he's white. Jesse, tell the truth, shame the devil. Shame the diablo. Y'all don't really fuck with Canelo. You only fuck with Canelo because he's Viva la Mexico. But you know when you went to school, you made fun of the cinnamon. You know y'all made, just like black people used to make fun of light-skinned niggas in school. You know, the light-skinned crew in full effect with Devin Haney, goddamn Tank Davis, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, Fagnon, you know, Ego, all the light-skinned crew. You know, you Mexicans ain't no different than us. You know, I've lived around you mother lovers for over a decade, so I know what I'm talking about. You know, I did a survey when Canelo was fighting Munguia. I went to the streets. I said, oye, ¿qué quieres? Who you like? Canelo? Munguia. He said, Munguia. Everybody was picking Munguia, man. He's more native looking. You know, Canelo, if he couldn't talk, he can pass for a white guy. You know, with the freckles and the red hair, the fair skin, the American Pie image. Like Ryan. Y'all don't really like Ryan. You know, he ain't Mexican enough. You say Canelo is from a part of Mexico where they look Irish. Okay, I don't care what they look, where they from. I'm telling you what a lot of native and dark-skinned Mexicans think about this guy. He's a gringo. He looks like a gringo. They make fun of those type of guys in school and in the land and where they're from, and even in America. Don't tell me what these guys call him. Why you think they call him Canelo? It's like black people take the nigger word and take it back so y'all can't make fun of it. It don't matter if you say nigger no more, because we took it. It ain't even offensive no more to us. You can say nigger to me. I don't care. I don't fuck with a motherfucker that'll say something to hurt my feelings anyway. If you say it with intention to hurt me, I really shouldn't fuck with you anyway, so say whatever you want to say. I can't stop a man from saying anything. You know, they was mad about the picture that they drew about Crawford. I don't see what the issue was. You can't stop people from drawing. It's the freedom of speech. It's a freedom of art. That's art. Some people could never draw something like that. In a million years, it was beautiful to me because I knew he took time to draw that man. And nigga Crawford do got a feature like that because we African know it. He just what you call it, magnetized his African features, and they got mad about that. Ain't that a bitch? I seen some niggas at work the other day talking about, oh, well, you know, I'm really got that Native American blood in me. Name one Native American that is famous as far as athletics or singing or dancing or acting or anything, inventions or anything. They all are humble and submissive creatures that, you know what I'm saying, got taken advantage of. And you don't want to embrace your African. The inventors of mathematics and science. You rather embrace your Native American heritage. And you see how backwards our people are, but look at Canelo. Viva la Mexico, no matter how light-skinned it is. And they gonna roll with him to the motherfucking wheel. I don't got no issue with no Canelo fans. And I think y'all the best fans in boxing. I rated y'all #1 boxing fans behind black boxing fans, the real black boxing fans. You know, guys like me. You know, y'all will never be better than me. You know, because our record stands the test of time. I heard your Blue Blood. And you know, it's a big issue because they don't keep record of black versus Mexican or black versus Puerto Rican. But they keep record of Mexican versus Puerto Rican. Even when Canelo fought Belonga. You know, they had the stats up there, who was winning the Battle of Mexico versus Puerto Rico. They don't never put that motherfucking scoreboard up for the Negroes versus Mexicans. I wonder why. You say where I'm from Earth. You know why? Because we all separated by imaginary lines and water. You know, if you want to know what city I was born in, Chicago. But I was raised in the Triangle, Memphis, Jacksonville, Florida. I've been all over the world. And yo, where you from, G? You asking me where I'm from, homie? Where you from? Texas, Cali, New York? Where you from, G? And I see you rolling with Canelo, man. I ain't tripping about that. I think Canelo is a hell of a fighter. I just don't think he can, you know what I'm saying, last too much longer fighting these young guys. You say he also fought Cotto. I know he fought a lot of guys, but you know what I'm saying, certain styles, man. You know, it's certain styles. Like Floyd, you know, Roy Jones critiqued Floyd's resume. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is with his resume. He fought a lot of tough guys, but not guys like himself. And I don't care what nobody say. He fought Shane Mosley, man, but Shane Mosley wasn't like Winky, man. You sent Winky a contract, and I don't know why Winky didn't take it. It had to have been some bullshit. And you know, Winky had just beat Trinidad and Mosley, back to back. Cali, I was locked up with a lot of you guys. Y'all be having the Charger tattoos down the middle of y'all face, man. Y'all crazy, homie. Yeah, y'all Mexicans over there crazy. Y'all be having the goddamn San Diego Charger tattoo right down the middle. I seen a Mexican with a tattoo of the yellow and powder blue Charger symbol tattooed down the middle of his whole face, man. Y'all wild, man. Shout out to San Diego, though. You know, no problem with none of them guys over there. ¿El okay? ¿Tú tienes tantos problemas conmigo? No, man, you know, shit, I want to see a great fight. Them motherfuckers got mad at Canelo for getting boots over there. But they ain't get mad at Canelo, they got mad at boots. You know, you supposed to get them motherfucking killers, man, them little young niggas, man, that get in there and can get them the good foot. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man, that's like if you got a fly in your room. And you just go in that motherfucker, you can't swat it, man. Eventually you gonna get it once he get tired, right? You know what I'm saying? That's hand-eye coordination, man. You get this shit together. You know, you get in there with Terrence Crawford, man, you got yourself a fight. I got Canelo already with great head movement. I don't think Crawford gonna have an easy night like everybody think. I think Crawford gonna have to wait all the way to the championship rounds to even try something with Canelo. He better box the whole goddamn fight for real. Because them body shots are vicious. I've heard plenty stories, you know what I'm saying, especially in sparring with the big gloves about the man body shots, taking people out. But I heard stories about Boots in sparring with the big gloves, taking people down with the body shots as well. Brian Norman Jr. is one of them. And the guy said even without the body shot, it wasn't no competition. You say KO, man, I don't know, boy. KO is if it's a KO in the 11th round, it's because Terrence Crawford trying to mix it up with him. Like I said, I think Terrence Crawford gonna try to mix it up with him because he can't help himself. Every fight I seen Terrence Crawford, he be mixing that shit up. He might mix it up earlier than the 11th round. Canelo might catch his ass in that shoulder and drop that guard later in the fight. You can't let that man hit you in your shoulder all night, Crawford. We got to get you staying away from Canelo and that shoulder punch, man. You get tricked with that shoulder punch, man. You thinking he ain't doing nothing with that shoulder punch. Your motherfucking arm will be heavy as fuck around 11. He might get dropped. Nigga, Crawford might lose, man. I ain't the one to be like, this man can, like, even with Shakur, I be like coming up with videos about how this man can lose. My mind kind of play tricks on me like that. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, Shakur listen to me one day and be like, oh, yeah, nigga rocking with me. And nigga rocking with me. And then that nigga come back about 3 hours later like, oh, man, fuck Rudy Sports, man. That nigga can't box. That nigga can't box. That nigga he ain't no boxer. And I come back with the video and be like, yeah, you brother. Yeah, that's right. You need to play that video. Yeah, nigga. Shut up, nigga. You went on Showbiz show talking about what he can't say. All these boxers, even Crawford, man, y'all niggas living it up. Talking about what a nigga can't say. Nigga, it's freedom of speech. Just like that nigga that made that goddamn cartoon about you that they took off. Nigga, they should have never took that shit down, man. Y'all don't, hey, listen, go watch Beast of No Nation. Go watch Beast of No Nation. It's on Netflix, homie. You know you got Netflix. Everybody got Netflix, man. Go watch Beast of No Nation, nigga, and tell me when this man make this speech to these kids that be killing for him. He like, we're gonna kill everybody. We spare nobody. We spare no woman, no man, no child, nobody. We are protected by God. I'm talking about I had all them little kids out there with the AK-47s ready to kill and die and go to war and all. They done seen their parents get killed, so they ready to kill. So they out there marching. They done slaughtered some shit. I'm talking about took their guns, took everything from them. You understand me? They on the march. They rolling down the road. The little young nigga, he got the AK. He see the vans approaching. So he getting ready to shoot, you know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody, they still walking. He like, why everybody still walking? He look at the vans, there's a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of white folks in the van just taking pictures of these niggas. And I'm like, damn, wait a minute, I thought we spared nobody. I thought we spared no man, no woman, no child. Why is we sparing them? That's how it is in America, homie. With niggas. You know, I got into it with a girl I used to fuck back in the day, man, when I had this little job, man, when I first got out the feds, man, you know, because I always try to make the girl laugh early in the morning, man. Be early, but like trying to tell little jokes. You know, I'm a funny type, you know, I like to ha. So she don't be laughing, she be giving me the mean mug and all that shit. I'm like, all right, it's all good, it's all good. So here come the white man, her boss. Hey, I got a joke for you. Smoked white chicken crossed the road. She just, so you know me, I gotta make my presence known. I walk up, hey, what's happening, boss man? Man, shit, what's the joke? Y'all got me wanting to laugh. Oh, he told a little joke. I was like, yeah. Hey, J-Lo, man, I'm sorry, boss man. I'm gonna holler at you later, man. I'm gonna get this little package over there for you. Ah, okay. Yeah, I seen her ass after that. So I'm like, man, that was the joke you laughed at? I heard you laughing from around the corner. But the joke I told you this morning was 9 million times funnier than that shit. And you gave me the mean mug. Now, why is that? I don't like that. No, you overreacting. No, the fuck I ain't. You brainwashed, bitch. You treat a nigga bad and laugh at the other. And same with the Negroes out here on YouTube. That's why I chastise and baptize you niggas on a regular basis, man. It's a terrible fight. Oh, man, you the YouTube lawyer. Man, we was depending on you, man. I got to stop playing my song because of you. I can't even play the motherfucking knockout song no more, man. You done made it to where the goddamn song don't even should be played no more, brother. Man, I'm going to play it for old time's sake, man, just because I remember when you was a lawyer. I remember when you would defend anything that Tank did. Any fight, all them trash-ass fight Tank was fighting, you was defending them bullshits, nigga. And you made it to where niggas be like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, then be like, man, get out of here, man. You know, niggas come back to their senses, but, you know, you got away with your words. But for you to flip the script on Tank, it just remind me of when you flip the script on Shakur. So, I don't know about y'all, man, but I'm going to play this bitch one more time because he trying to come back and save the day, but it just ain't the same knockout. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the same after you flip the script on Tank, man. What a real Tank fan said, man. Hit that like button. Let's go.
Knockout boxing, these are made.
Sight.
He can't do it and no one can.
I can do it better than knockout. I can defend Tank better than knockout.
Knockout boxing, these are made.
Yes, I can.
He can't do it and no one can.
Nigga, Rudy Sposer can do it better than knockout. Let's go. This a legacy fight, nigga.
He can't do
Man, this is the great white hope, nigga. You gotta knock him out, nigga.
Sometimes you got to do your dirt and get your 45. Sometimes you got to do your dirt and get on YouTube Live. Sometimes you got to do your dirt, but then you tell a lie. You get on YouTube and you treat these bosses like a hot. You super sweet and then they treat you like a prostitute. Fact none, drop a bomb, nigga. Yeah, I won't forget about my super chat. I asked for all my money back, you would not give it back. You just a dirty rat and you're not from the fucking rat. No. You're just like Devin Haney, but you make fun of Haney. You from the suburbs, nigga, and you not from the city. Here, kitty, 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 and you really shitty. Hang with South Nuts TV, and you suck his titty. Itty, bitty, brain, and you think you smart. Make your pussy fart when I get into your heart. You block me and blue blood and many others. You other lover, you boy like a sword, not a fucking brother. And don't forget about KQKC, that's my homie, but you ain't right, G. Shots of fire, knockout boxing, lady 16 tired. You told the world that you don't come to my channel because I'm not a big YouTube channel. Sounds like a groupie if you ask me. You only go to the big YouTube channels, G. You only go to the big YouTube channels, G.
Fish grease. Nah. Hey, Part-Twice, Abdullah King. It was 3:15 and I went to the house cause I knew that the fight was coming. I gotta get me some popcorn over at vodka, gotta go eat me something. Gotta drink my drinking, thank my thinking. Gotta go watch this fight. That's right. Got the whole 135 pounds on notice. Abdullah, oh so right. That's right. Abdullah Mason, he's that guy, and I'm not lying. Please stop crying. Grab them straps and get them belts and hit these guys and they say help me get that back cause turkey's watching, turkey's watching, turkey's clocking, turkey got the money for the niggas and deep in the corner he gon' hit you, knock you out. Better than Shakur, don't say wow. I'm gon' watch up all his fights, cause he gon' be in them bright lights. And Tank Davis, he acts so crazy. Why he acting like that, baby? I can't do this, not no more, cause he don't want to fight and approaching. I'm getting mad cause I keep buying all these fights and he keep crying. I'm gon' get so mad one day, gon' switch sides and turn my face. Abdullah Mason, he's our guy, he's our man. Don't you cry, don't you dare tell no lie. Got dropped 2 times, but that's alright. Abdullah Mason, please come save me. Tank Davis, he acting crazy. I need you on my line. Tell these niggas one more time, don't worry about Shakur Stephen. He ain't even gon' be in this division. When you see me, you gon' need me. Please believe me. Abdullah, please can you save me? Tank Davis, he acting crazy. Abdullah, please can you save me? Tank Davis, he acting crazy.
Oh yeah.
He acting crazy, crazy.
Yes, sir. 702. Trey say season. He acting crazy. Man. You know, I wrote that for Knockout, man, because, you know, they going to need somebody when Tank retire, man. So, you know, this is a song you can sing to Abdullah. Because, you know, Tank acting crazy right now, brother. You know, what's going on with you, brother? You say Canelo by KO. Everybody saying KO, bro. What's up with this KO shit, man? When the last time Canelo knocked somebody out, though? When we want to talk boxing now, we got to get to his last knockout. Let's go back to his last. Who was the last knockout? Canelo knocked somebody out. How you gonna knock? You ain't, man, y'all, man, Canelo didn't knock out Charlo. You say he learned a lot from Floyd Law. We all, but see, that's something y'all been saying. That the Mexican fan base, the Canelo fans, that is, been saying that he learned a lot from Floyd. Did you see his punch play? Hey, listen, he just not learned a lot from Floyd. He learned a lot from a lot of experience, and then going into them gyms with them Philly boys, man. You seen that head movement he done add to that Mexican style. Yeah, Canelo looks slick. Canelo start moving that head, you know what I'm saying? Start rolling and catching them punches and shit. You know what I'm saying? Bouncing and bobbing that motherfucking head, nigga. You be like, oh, ooh, what is this? Yes, eso. Eso. And then he come with that motherfucking body work. Because he already dipping and catching and shit, man. Shit, stepping with that good foot, you know, because he ain't got that much swift feet, but, you know, he got great head movement. I give him that. But not before, when he fought Austin Trout, and when he was fighting Mayweather, he wasn't fighting like that, even in the Laura fight. You know, he wasn't fighting like that. You know, you say he learned a lot from Floyd, but when he went into that Laura fight, he wasn't fighting like that. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta, y'all say he the face of boxing, so he definitely gonna get the judges. Canelo might not even need a knockout. And if I think Crawford gonna go in there and box, that's what I think that shit gonna be. A decision. You get out of there with a big bag and a decision, nigga, or get robbed. I don't know, cause like you say, man, the judges, like what Tank told Lamont Roach. Go back to that video. He told Lamont Roach what it was, man. You ain't gonna win anyway. That's what Canelo gonna tell you. You're not gonna win anyway, homie. If you go all 12 rounds with Canelo, you better be beating him. I'm talking about beating his ass, and you ain't gonna win it, man. You didn't win it against Tank, you're not gonna win it against Canelo, brother. Canelo gonna get the decision unless you just been beating his ass, and I don't think Crawford just gonna be beating that man like that, man. Canelo too slick. Canelo slicker than what people give him credit for, and he can take a punch. You're not gonna just, let somebody coming up. I don't care how strong Crawford is, man. You still got to get acclimated. And man ain't acclimated like that. Just that fast by sparring partners. No, I'm not going for that. You ain't acclimated with no Canelo power to the body, the IQ that Canelo got. You laughing, I'm for real. I think Canelo can hurt that man to the body. I warned y'all about Virgil Ortiz fight. I don't think it was no unanimous decision, but I told y'all that, man, late in the rounds, he gonna catch him to that body. You gotta be prepared for that body work that Virgil gonna give him. That's part of being a Mexican style fighter. You gotta invest in that body, man. But how to beat Canelo Alvarez, I made this shit a minute ago. Y'all run that shit up.
Let him know, Suleiman. We got this thing.
Y'all know something funny? When we was talking in like the 12th round, I think the 12th or 11th, we was talking shit, right? But he like, you ain't gonna win. I said, shit, why not? What you talking about? He like, they ain't gonna give it to you. I said, oh, is that right? So, that's how boxing work. It's sad to say, that's how boxing work. I'm not, like, totally upset. I know something funny. When we was talking in like the 12th round, I think.
You see Laurel, right? You resetting Canelo. You resetting. Staying on the outside. Smothering the shots when Canelo come in. This before Canelo really was slick. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had that Philly style. Canelo had that high guard. He just hunting. You see what I'm saying? What's up, G and Deftoon? You say they really think it's a game. Canelo ain't nothing to play with. Yeah, he got that slick head movement now. He ain't had that in the Laura fight, though. I just want to show the difference. He was still coming forward, just attack, killing, high guard. Stalk. He ain't had that goddamn slickness then. He had to, after this fight though, he like, man, I gotta get slick. He say he crushing outside of the 16-ounce glove for sure. I think it's gonna be a great fight. I don't think it's gonna be what people think. Why you think Crawford training so hard? Why you think this nigga training like super nigga?
Something that bothers me, man. What bothers you, nigga? Well, if you listen, I'm gonna tell you, man. Now, I just can't get it in my head how bitch can walk the street every night. I mean, even in the rain, and take a chance on maybe getting robbed or sent to jail. Or maybe even getting her arm broke by some sadistic fool out the suburbs, right? But then she gets all that money and then she takes it and gives it to some dude. I mean, I just can't figure that shit out. Damn strong, man. Well, I ain't talking about me, I'm talking about the other cat.
That's right, nigga. I ain't talking about me, nigga. We the shit. I'm the shit. Hey, but look at this fight, though. Who y'all really think won that fight, man? You go back and watch that fight, man. That man really was working on Canelo in this fight, for real. He kept resetting. A lot of shoulder punches, a lot of reaching, a lot of body work, but shit, and that's smothering.
I know
fighting on the clinch.
When we was talking in like the 12th round, I think the 12th or 11th.
I think Crawford got way better IQ than
but he like,
Laura.
You ain't gonna win. I said, shit, why not? What you talking about? He like, they ain't gonna give it to you. I said, oh, is that right? So, that's how boxing work. It's sad to say, that's how boxing work. I'm not like totally upset. Y'all know something funny? When we was talking in like the 12th round, I think.
Hey Crawford, man, this is a message for Terrence Bud Crawford, man. Hope everything going well. Hope you in good spirits, man. Hope your camp going good. Hope the weight gain going good. Hope you get acclimated before this fight. Canelo got to tune up. Your endurance and your stamina should be on point. You should not get tired after the 7th and 8th round. You should try to fight on the outside, but I can't tell you what to do. You come out in the southpaw like Laura, you'll have success as well. Feel like your boxing IQ is higher than Laura. I feel like Laura won this fight. I feel like it was a bad decision. A bad decision that even Canelo had the look on his face like, oh, I fucked up. And, you know, you go in there and you reset. Make Canelo reset. People call it running, but I call it utilizing the ring. And it's a lot of things that you can do, not just laterally, but step back. You know, a lot of lateral movement against Canelo and a lot of mobile fighters always have success against Canelo Alvarez. And you shouldn't be any different. You are supposed to be #1 pound for pound boxer in the world, on a lot of people's lists. So win, baby, win. And in between win, baby, win, stick and move, and make sure when you do stick, it's a big stick, a whip stick. You know, when you get the sticks and the switches for whoopings back in the days, and you bring a little bitty switch back in the house, mama gonna go out there and show you the type of switch you supposed to pick from now on. The big whipping switches. When you whip it, it go whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, and it don't break on contact. So you gotta stick them with that stick and catch them lunging and reaching. You know, he comes with that that right hook, man. He's trying to catch you and knock you out. You know, he's trying to hit your shoulder, he's trying to whip it to the body shot when you go lateral. You saw everything with the Lara fight. We gonna get this money, damn what they say. Cash App PARTTWICE. PARTTWICE. This is a golden boy, Canelo Alvarez, whether he's with him or not, because he will have the referees, and he will have the judges, and he will have the crowd, the people. He got a country behind him. Terence Crawford ain't got no country.
For sure. He will be on that generation on DEFCON. You say Bud should have taken the tune up. Nah, he'll miss out on the bag. The bag is now. But as far as like that, as far as whatever y'all say he own, of course. I believe it, bro. I believe on both sides though. Don't just put it on him.
Question. I got a moral question. Since Suleiman made it okay to, raise the level of computer raw, do you think Bud should partake?
Are you asking me if I think Bud should cheat?
No, I'm just asking you, like, if they made it legal. They think they made it to the point where they raised the level where you can take it.
Nah, I don't. Nah.
Just do what you've been doing, man. Just do what you've been doing.
Now, the second part of it, do you think Canelo's going to partake in it?
Of course.
If they getting being body tested.
You can take it. You can still take it.
Up until a certain limit.
Right.
Limit.
Right.
Yeah,
They raised
like
the
what,
limit.
0.008 or something?
Yeah, you can still use it, bro.
Yeah.
But I was
Yeah,
asking
to a certain
Champ
limit,
side.
though.
To a certain limit.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, if he used a certain limit, it's going to help him.
But computerized is to help cut weight.
That's what he doing.
Cut weight, yes.
But it's like drinking 10 cups of coffee.
Do everything.
It's like drinking 10 cups of coffee. It's
That's why I
like drinking 10 cups of coffee.
Next time I want the question in English, please. And start with the international media, please.
Thank you for the opportunity. This has to be clarified. The body who is in charge of anti-doping is WADA, the
not
World
me.
Anti-Doping Agency. Okay?
Okay.
They make the rules. They determine which substances are considered illegal, and they make the rules on the threshold. There are some substances that have no threshold, just the minimum finding, it's a adverse finding. Clenbuterol is a substance that is a health problem in Mexico and China and a few other countries. Why? Because cattle are fed clenbuterol. and you can get contaminated by eating beef or eggs in Mexico. There are so many examples that we have done in sports. There was a 2011 World Cup youth in Mexico. Out of 200 tests, 111 players were found positive from all over the world. They were in Mexico. And WADA has many cases with the Olympic competition, with baseball, with soccer, football. And in boxing, we had a few cases. Francisco Vargas, Luis Neri, Canelo Alvarez. So WADA, on June of this year, released a threshold for clenbuterol. So they set the standards and the rules for that substance, giving a threshold. Anything under that line is not to be considered a doping violation.
Right.
Over that line, it would be to be investigated. So in October, there were 2 tests that came back with a minimum clenbuterol findings for Martinez and for Vargas. So, according to WADA, who sets the rules, those are findings or non-violations. We, with transparency, we released that they were found with clenbuterol under the threshold, so it's a non-violation. Canelo Alvarez had clenbuterol problem 2 years ago. If WADA had this threshold 2 years ago, Canelo would not have been found guilty, which has, of course, killed his reputation with something that now the WADA has understood that it's not a violation. I don't know if that's clear.
Oh yeah.
Just quickly stop and starting. There's my battery. Sorry, my timer was about to run out. Just talk about clenbuterol.
Yeah, forget about clenbuterol.
What else could we consider seeing, or what else do you think may be considered to having that threshold increased for other items away from clenbuterol? What's your knowledge to what may have been discussed by either the WBC clean boxing program or WADA?
Other substances?
Yeah.
Oh, meldonium. Meldonium is a substance in Russia, in the Russian countries. And Povetkin had a meldonium violation when he was going to fight Wilder. And WADA has changed the threshold of meldonium as well. So he would have been not guilty also. But at that time, he was found guilty because of the threshold. So it's a complicated world.
What other drugs? You got clenbuterol, you got meldonium, you got so many drogas out there. I'm talking about Russian drugs. They feed the cows clenbuterol in Mexico. You got dope in America. You got dope everywhere that you can take, as long as you don't take too much, you're okay. So I don't see the big deal about the Devin Haney issue. But see, he took too much, right? Because it wasn't, something that WADA approved. But still, it was just minimum findings. Minimum, You say, I'll say this, Bud Bowl for taking this fight. He can get injured bad. One false move, he fight for the bad. Hopefully Coleman don't come back. But what he did to Earl. Hey, Earl, shit, jumped out there. Fuck. That's why I like Earl. You jumped out there. You ain't ducking no wreck. You say Bud snacking in the biggest fight of his career, Canelo on something, so Bud on performance enhanced stuff. Got to be like, I'm not gonna say he definitely on it, but I'm gonna think he should be. How about that? I think Terrence Crawford should particulate in something, cause you coming up how many weight classes, nigga? And you fighting who? I can see if you was coming up doing like Roy Jones, man, and fighting Ruiz. He was heavyweight, but come on, man. Ruiz was no Canelo as far as skill set. Jones came in there and boxed his head off. I'm talking about Roy Jones came in there and just boxed, but then what happened when he went back down in weight? Dropped it. He got dropped. You know what I'm saying? The physiology of gaining all that muscle mass and trying to go back. I wish Bud would go back to 54. There's so much work down there. You know, Boots. Man, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. He getting that Hall of Fame work with Canelo now. Y'all don't want Boots to succeed either. Y'all don't want Canelo to come in the fight with better hand-eye coordination for Terrence Crawford to make it a hell of a fight. Y'all don't want Boots to get the exposure because I remember, and see, I don't know what the big deal is. Y'all said Boots ain't fought nobody. Y'all say Boots couldn't handle a runner and Karen. Y'all said Boots is, you know what I'm saying, really not proving he ain't this, he ain't that. What the fuck is y'all worried about? Why is y'all calling this nigga a sellout? Because he sparring with, man, Terrence Crawford, get rid of your trainer. Get rid of that Mexican trainer. You got Mexican sparring. So basically you saying because Terrence Crawford don't have high celebrity Mexicans in his camp, that the Mexicans in his camps, they're not considered Mexican. His trainer is not Mexican, so since y'all made it about race, how can it be about race and Crawford has Mexican people in his camp? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, you was on vacation when I made that selective outrage video, brother. And I be hearing you slip up and you know, mentioning my little phrases. You know, when I be setting the algorithm on fire every now and then, man. You know, and I appreciate it, man. Just like you want Shakur to shout you out in your videos, man. That nigga would never shout you out. That man went to the smallest YouTube page in the whole wide world just to piss you off. That nigga would never. Tank Davis don't even like you. But I heard you say selective outrage. It's true. It's true. Niggas got selective outrage, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of that shit. Y'all niggas over there. I went on Shawa page, man. You know, I fuck with Shaw. I still listen to you, baby. But you had a whole bunch of guys on there that, you know, was just one-track minded. And, you know, I lived with the Mexicans for over a decade, so yo entiendo mucho español. And I told them guys, I'm like, yo, T.O. not even Mexican. Y'all over there talking about boycotting Mexican gyms. You got to get the Mexican work, though. And the Mexicans got to get the black work. And they got to crisscross and flip-flop. You ain't no way around it. Y'all trying to segregate when the segregation days are over. When we had a chance to segregate, niggas wanted to integrate. And that fucked the game up. So now it's 2025, and you niggas thinking like 1925. It's over with. You got to adapt. There ain't no more white and black water fountains no more. You niggas was scared to drink out the neutral water fountains when they did introvert them bitches. You sure it's okay to drink out them? Face ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? So hey man, you know, get with the program. Get you some studying. Learn the verbs. I try to give you the game and do studying on here. Y'all don't want to get on my video when I'm over here practicing and studying my Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't talking boxing. Shut the fuck up. And you go into the gyms, man, you don't know what they saying, then you be looking stupid as hell. Man, you know what I'm saying? So you learn the language, man. That's the second language in America, for real. You got to learn it. You teach your children that language, man, because it's going to help them with job opportunities. You niggas don't want to learn shit. You want to keep on being hateful and segregated. But keep on, man. You know the world going to be fucked up when the robots take over the jobs anyway. Shit gonna be looking like The Walking Dead for real. You know, the doctors ain't even safe. I was watching a video in China, man, where they got the machines doing operations on me. You know, they got the robots walking on concrete and glass and all kind of uneven surfaces and everything in my videos. I'm showing you what's gonna happen when they advance this shit. You know, you think this shit is cool, man, when you see the little shit now, but man, think 20 years from now, G. You don't play chess, so you wouldn't think 3-4 moves ahead of time. We already knew that Crawford was going to get the Canelo fight, because that was supposed to be the fight that Earl Spence supposed to be fighting right now. But you fucked up the church's money by going against the PBC. They didn't want you to fight Terrence Crawford. Hey, they knew better. Nigga, styles make fights. You just flew out of a car window, nigga. I made the video saying Terrence Earl Spence was crazy for flying out of a car window and going straight into a Danny Garcia fight. I was live. I was like, man, how the fuck this nigga flew out of a car and he going straight into a Danny Garcia fight? You know, I'm not saying that Danny right now, you can say that, but back in when he fought Danny, nigga, Danny was the man, homie. Philly style fighter. You know what I'm saying? Coming in there right out of a car accident. I'm thinking like, yo, this gonna be a tough one for Earl to handle this business. You know, not like the Earl I used to see though when he was with Blu-ray Fitness. You say, yeah, that shit was pathetic. Exactly. Earl was supposed to get. Come on, man. So after the Danny Garcia fight, what happened? You know what I'm saying? So Mr. No Tuna, he making T-shirts and hoodies and shit. You know, he going about his business. He said what he said to Terrence. Talking about he gonna go get the strap and then come back and get the belt. And Terrence did say that you taking the easy way. And you know, he did. And that's the truth. But he did come back around to Terrence. But the delay in between the fight, you know, so much happened, man. You got the Ugas fight, but before that, man, what? The orbital bone? I think he was supposed to fight, what, Pacquiao? I think Ugas got the Pacquiao fight and fucked Pacquiao up. And then you get in the Ugas fight and thought you dropped your teethers and act like you was in a sparring match. Motherfucker hit you so hard, man, if it wasn't no ropes, you would have fell on the judge's table like a fucking wrestling match. And you laughing and shit, you getting caught. That's more damage to your brain. Then you're just waiting for Terrence. He taking tune-ups in between. I'm like, yo, you need to take you a tune-up. Then I made the video of the brain damage where I put the Terminator in it. You know, they copyrighted, but I still put it out. I'm like, yo, your ass might, you know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for you, man, but you know, I really wanted you to fight Keith Thurman before Terrence Crawford. And then I look back at that. That would have been a dangerous fight for you. Now that I think of it, because Keith Thurman ain't no hoe, but that body work would have fucked him up. I'd rather you go in the Keith Thurman fight than the motherfucking the Terrence Crawford fight, but you took it, so I was rooting for you, nigga. You know, and the reason I was rooting for you wasn't because I didn't think Terrence Crawford was a hell of a fighter. I always watched Terrence Crawford. I seen him when he had the dreads, and he was wicked. You know what I'm saying? I remember when you know what I'm saying, these guys was over there beating the shit out of these boys, man. Even though Benavidez had a fucked up knee, he did that to him, though. You shouldn't get in the ring with a man and get done up if you're injured or fucked up and got a limitation. I have no sympathy for no fighters. You know, there's guys that have dislocated arms still come back and knock guys out in fights. So, you know, hair grease, blood, all that shit, man. Don't take no knee if you do except for 8 count, G. Like Floyd did when he broke his fucking hand. He accepted his 8 count. Even though he didn't get his 8 count for jab judo when he touched his glove, that big ass white glove on the floor, but we cool with that. But accept your 8 count. These guys warriors, man. I like that shit, man. We don't make no excuses for nobody. But if you got a dope Terrence Crawford, dope, nigga, fuck that shit. As long as it ain't over the threshold like Suleiman said. And it ain't Suleiman, it's Wilder. Wilder say they raised the threshold of different type of drugs that you can take. That would used to be get you popped. You making it okay to still use something that used to get you popped as long as you don't, you know what I'm saying, put a little too much in you, man. So if it's snack and it don't get you popped, snack it up. Because, you know, everybody else don't do it. And, they, you know, I hate to say it, but what they say, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying to win. Now, you got it so 2025 out here, man. You can't do nothing but just watch the fight, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope they don't pop for some shit that they ain't regulating for. Because they definitely popping shit that's regulated, nigga. You can believe that shit. You say that shit was pathetic. Yeah, Earl supposed to got that fight, G. And nah, G. I'm still waiting on that interview at the ranch. But like I said, Earl training now, man. Ask that question, man. You know that super chat, remember? You know what I'm saying? I don't be forgetting about my super chats ever. Well, you know, this is a business. You know, when you spend your money as a man, You know, you become the boss. Now, you know what I'm saying? When you give your man a word as a man, you're set in stone as well. You told me, man, you know, my bad, you know, we was talking about the tank fight. I wanted to ask all Earl Spence all the tank questions, and I'm gonna ask that question when you get to the ranch. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do the interview at the ranch. I was like, oh, you hyping me up? Okay, hype me up. I got 99 pounds. Yeah, he gonna ask that question at the ranch. Hype me up. Hype Rude exposure up then, nigga. Ask that nigga that question when you get to the ranch or even at the gym, man, you know. Because, you know, it is what it is, man. I want to know. I want to know how Earl Spence feels seeing Terrence Crawford in the ring with somebody that you supposed to be in the ring with, bro. All you had to do was listen, man. Them boys are handlers and advisors for a reason. And you know Tank doing the same thing. He listening. Now, you know, you guys didn't want Tank to do what he wanted to do. And to fight Shakur Stevenson will be a very high risk, high reward, but it's high risk. And that right there killed the fight. Because you got all these easy free kills that you can kill. Why would you go for the hard to kill if you've been doing this shit your whole career? That's like dope boys. Me, myself. When you get comfortable on living a lifestyle, same as a woman, and she's messing with somebody that's a celebrity, and she don't do nothing but look pretty and have sex with this guy and trap him with the baby. And if they divorce, she's entitled. So, what you gonna do? You gonna roll with the punches, huh? You gonna do what you got to do. You gotta keep getting that money, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep listening to your people, making the right decisions, nigga. Cause if you get in there with Shakur, nigga, it's a chance you gonna get beat bad, G. Because the boxing IQ is too great, and the defense is even greater, if you ask me, because of the boxing IQ. The hand-eye coordination. You know, Terrence Crawford, I'll be wondering how them sparring sessions between Shakur and Terrence Crawford be going, because, you know, he already said he had to pull his toolbox out for Shakur now. It's different. He said it's different, man. He go into fights sometimes imitating Shakur Stevenson. And we got clips of this guy over there pinning the high guard, sticking that jab to the body, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying, man? Over there imitating Shakur. You understand me? And that's a hell of an imitation, man, to go into a Canelo fight and just box. And niggas used to hate Shakur with that step back. You heard knockout boxing, that's the most lethalest weapon Shakur got. Because that's what they talk about so much. They fear that shit. When you hear a motherfucker talk about a whole bunch, that's what they really feel. And especially when they try to make fun of it. You know, back in the days, like in the 80s, you know what I'm saying, when I was a real small kid, you know, Sir Mix-a-Lot made a song called I Like Big Butts and I Cannot Lie. These other brothers can't deny. They with the itty bitty waist I get sprung. And at the beginning of the video, you had the white girl talking about her butt is so big. You know, back in them days, man, being thick was, the white girls considered that shit as fat. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, man, everybody want to be fat, or I mean thick. But it was true. They wasn't wrong. That's fat. But hey, man, you can believe what you want to believe. Niggas be having so much delusion in boxing. I'm like, man, shit. You got big girls like Lizzo. I'm glad she losing weight, got the surgery, man. But she thought she was fine with all that 300-pound big mama jamma, all that shit hanging everywhere, man. And you got a lot of women out here that looked up to her, and they wearing skin tight shit that's supposed to be in the swimming pool, man, for a little 120-pound gal. They got it on, stretching the motherfucking elasticity out that bitch to death. You know, and it's cool, and it's okay for the little children to wear that tight ass shit, man. You got these PD files out here loving the life now. They ain't got even, sneak no more. They just go to the store. Boy, hi everybody, I'm buying groceries. That's all I'm doing. You got little children running around that bitch dressing like mama. And it's okay. Man, fuck it, man. Boxing the same thing, man. It's okay, man, to be a duck now. And it's okay to call people sellouts. You can do anything you want to do, man. It's freedom of speech. Shakur be mad at motherfuckers criticizing him. You got Crawford going around here with the same thing, but do you listen to somebody that get punched in the face for a living for real, for real? Because, before the internet was born, man, if you go back and read the old school newspapers, just go on and Google the old school fight newspapers. Just read the papers. Just go back in the days and read the papers and see how these guys used to talk about the black boxers. He used to call them monkeys and all kinds of shit, man, And he was running all 12 rounds. He was a fucking runner, He used to call black boxers runners back in the days. Now you got black fight fans calling black boxers runners. Like, hey, man, go back in the days and read the papers. Yeah, read the papers. When you read the newspapers back in the days, man, they were real, very, very, very critical. Oh, man, they were critical condition, man. And what they said about that is freedom of speech, brother. Yeah, it's freedom of speech, man. And you want to censor people like Karens. You want to do people like, don't say that. But as long as you're saying this about him, it's a joke. It's just, guys like Bernie Mac will get canceled today, God bless the dead. Eddie Murphy came out with Delirious and Raw, and he was talking about homosexuals. I don't know why, but he was talking about homosexuals in them lives. And, if they would have came out in 2025, it probably wouldn't have popped, man. It probably would have banned him. He probably would have, canceled him, So our legends are not legends to these youth. And you have to get used to that. It's a different breed out here. It's a whole different DNA out here running shit. So what is you gonna do if you was an OG? You gonna sit back and watch this shit and just know that you ain't seen nothing new under the sun. You acting like just now in the 2000s, people are starting to pop dirty for drugs. When, God bless the dead, Sugar Ray Robinson fought Jake LaMotta on Valentine's Day. On Bolinas. And what that man said when they stopped that fight in the 13th round. At least you couldn't knock me out. God bless the dead, man. Lived at 95 years old, Jake LaMotta. The Raging Bull made a movie about this brother. Well, hey, Tyson Fury liked the bull nuts too. The Bolinas. The bull nuts, Hey, man, Canelo, the tainted meat, man, all that meat, you don't have to take drogas. Or is it just a cover-up? Like, if you ain't in Mexico, you should not get popped dirty for clenbuterol. Only people that can pop dirty for clenbuterol is people that train in Mexico. But then you go back to Benavidez where he said, man, you got to eat a whole cow to pop dirty for clenbuterol. And I heard Charlo say he be traveling back and forth to Mexico. They right there in Texas. They eat, plenty of meat and steak and beef and they don't pop dirty. So, it ain't, I'm not going for that, it was meat. And I'm not going for no hair sample either, G, nigga. You popping. That's normal, nigga. It's just nowadays, now it's coming out, so, well, hey, man, this been like that, so y'all get used to it. You got boxers out here now talking about, fuck the fight fans, man. They don't give a fuck. They go, we finna get paid without the fight fans now, so what you really gonna do? You got it to where, Turkey, like, don't worry about the fight fan. If you ain't no pay-per-view attraction, don't you worry about it. As long as you's a killer, we gonna get you in the ring and give you some exposure. Turkey Al-Sheikh is rude exposure. He's doing the things in life that he wants to do and seeing the type of fights that he wants to see, and he's blowing bags at an all-time high. And niggas is mad about that shit, just like in real life. You see these niggas riding around clean, you niggas be mad. The haters, that is. Oh, look at this nigga. Riding around, that nigga ain't doing nothing, hustling. That nigga ain't got no job. Like, nigga, okay, but you want them to get locked up, don't you? Just like when they came out with the PPP loans. And them niggas was getting them PPP loans, remember? You niggas was in the break room talking about, see, all these niggas getting these PPP loans, they ass gonna have to pay that shit back. And they motherfuckers gonna come back and they gonna have their ass gonna get locked up. I told the nigga, I say, damn. I say, I hope they don't get locked up, cause then you gonna be able to say, see, I told you so. About a nigga getting locked up. I'd rather for the shit not to come true, so you can say, damn, I'm glad them niggas ain't get locked up. But you don't want that. You want them boys to get locked up so you can be right. You know, like a lady. You know, with the need to be right. Please get locked up. Please get locked up. Please get locked up. Because I already said you niggas was going to get locked up for taking them PPP loans and flirting and buying all these cars and fucking all these whole things. I hope you don't get no LLC so you can cover the shit up. I hope you just be a thug and just don't get it and just buy cars and just live the life and buy all the 3.5. Don't even buy no pounds. Just buy 3.5s every day, nigga. I'm crossing my nuts right now. Please get locked up, nigga. God damn it, I was right. I told you, nigga. I told you, see? The feds coming. The feds is coming, y'all. The feds coming. See, they locking them dumb ass niggas up. Look at this nigga. Look. Dumb ass nigga done bought a goddamn 3 Ferrari. 3 Ferrari, nigga? You know what I would have did with that money? What you would have did? Man, please. You wouldn't have did shit, nigga. You'd have bought you a Ferrari, nigga. You'd have got 2 Ferraris. 3 Ferraris. Like Tank wanted. Tank want 3 Ferraris for real, nigga. That motherfucking Turkey should have bought that man 3 Ferraris, man. He probably would have got the fight. See, Turkey, you fucked up, G. That man said, give me 2 Ferraris. Boy, a player like me, and I got money to blow like that, I probably would have been so cold, so stone cold. Boy, you can't tell me no shit like that. That's disrespectful. You tell a nigga like Turkey Al-Sheikh you want 2 Ferraris, right? When he trying to give you $20 million guaranteed, nigga. Probably could have talked the checkbook up, but you know, you worth more than that, brother. You could have got more than $40 million out of Turkey. Because Canelo got $100 million, he's to face the boxing. I thought you was to face the boxing. Face the boxing, get face the boxing money. Yeah, you could have got more than Dubois. Dubois got $71 million, Buster. To get knocked out, I'm pretty sure if you would have took that high risk, high reward with Shakur Stevenson, you could have gotten more than $40 million. Just to throw a curveball in there, you know, I think Shakur Stevenson could have, you know what I'm saying, got a little check, but Tank, you could have opened up the checkbook like, yo, you want me to fight, you know what I'm saying, Shakur Stevenson, this what I want. And nigga, you could have threw out a dumb, stupid ass number just to think he was going to, you know what I'm saying, outprice yourself. And then, boom, you might would have hit the motherfucking big lotto. You know? Yeah, okay, I tell you what, Turkey, you want me to fight Shakur? You want me to fight Shakur? This what I want. Oh, you going to fight? Let me get my checkbook. Here you go. I got a pen right here. You just write any number. I'm going to close my eyes and count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What you write? Oh my goodness! How much money did you write on that check? I cannot believe it. Oh, Tank Davis. Welcome to the family. Wait. What you mean, welcome to the family? You gonna pay me all that money? Yes, I will. I thought you was going to write more. Oh, but it's set in stone now. You gave me your word. I will pay you $250 million to fight Shakur. Get ready, rapper. That nigga want a ransom to fight Shakur, nigga. That nigga ain't never gonna fight no motherfucking Shakur Stevenson, nigga. That nigga fight his motherfucking demons before he fights Shakur, nigga. Please. That's not that, no. I don't know now, $200 million now. That's what Canelo wanted at first, but Benavidez, goddamn. I don't know, man. Canelo beat Crawford and then fight, some Rudy Poops. I don't know. He ain't gonna have to fight no hellified killer. If he beat Crawford. And shit, after that 400 million, man, he might have to fight Benavidez, man. If he survived this gauntlet, that's a gauntlet. Ain't no telling who Turkey gonna throw at Canelo, man. I think Turkey want Canelo to lose. You know how they say, man, you just want Tank to lose. No, I think Turkey, Canelo don't give a fuck though. He already told y'all. I know Turkey's your guy. He told Crawford that. He said, I know Turkey's your guy. He know. Canelo don't even give a fuck, bro. Why can't Tank be like that? Why can't Shakur be like that? Like, everybody ain't gotta like you, homie. Ain't nobody gotta like nobody. Y'all boxers, nigga. Y'all ain't trying to be nobody friends anyway, nigga. We trying to analyze you niggas at any cost, nigga. We want to see, we scrutinize you mother lovers because y'all celebrities. Y'all don't have a freedom of, going about your day and committing crimes and it not get reported because you celebrities. So the shit that we do don't get reported on the news like the shit that y'all do. Y'all celebrities. So you come with a different, responsibility in life. So when you put out troll ass shit, niggas like me gonna report on it. And you put out good shit, niggas like me gonna report on it. But everything you do is being watched by an eye. Now I didn't put that shit out with Tank going into the interrogation room and all that shit. I don't do shit like that, but we talked about it. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you gonna tell somebody what they can and can't talk about? That's why even with the picture, like how the fuck you gonna tell somebody what kind of picture they can draw? You niggas are ashamed of your African features anyway. So all he did was accentuate the African features even more with the big lips and the big nose. What you afraid of the big nigga lips and the big nigga nose for? And that's what we got originally. But we so watered down that we got thin noses and thin ass lips now. And you think that's regular. That's not regular, that's irregular. Like an irregular verb. So, everything is backwards over there, but not over here. And Suleiman said what he said. And we ain't gonna even dwell on that shit no more, because everybody know that somebody doing something out there. And it ain't no military secret. You ain't gotta worry about them guys popping because they know the level that they have to take. They ain't gonna do too much of that shit where they pop dirty. As long as they on prime optimal shape, that's what they trying to get to give the best performance out there in the ring. And that's all you should worry about. All them guys on something. Devin on something, Tank on something, Shakur on something, Crawford on something, Canelo on something. Fucking everybody on something. It might not be no shit that can't nobody take, but it's something that everybody can take that shouldn't be taken. Let's put it like that. If you're an athlete, you're supposed to be natural. But they got so many supplements out there that you cannot go and compete at a high level without taking the same things the other guys are well known able to take. It's dumb. It's crazy. Especially coming up weight divisions like Terrence Crawford niggas. So when you hear niggas say, oh, he snacked up, he's somethinged up. Don't be acting like he ain't up, because Canelo somethinged up. Because he been something up, and the Canelo already got backing by Wilder and Suleiman, letting you guys know that it's okay as long as it's not above a threshold. Same with the Russians, with the Medrolone. Other drugs that you can take, not only clenbuterol, so don't get it twisted. It's not just those two. It's probably 2 or 3 or maybe 4 more or maybe 5, maybe a dozen more type of drugs that you can take and not pop, nigga. So everybody might be on something, and as long as you ain't popping like Ryan for something that you're really not supposed to be taking, that they don't fuck with at water at all, then man, you okay if you are on something, because you're gonna have to be on something at a high level, especially coming up 2 weight divisions. You climbing mountains. What the man said, man, clenbuterol used for cutting weight. What the fuck you think Crawford doing? You blow up like a doughboy and you cut weight with the clenbuterol, nigga. You can take a little Medrolone, man. I don't know. That's what the Russians was taking before they stopped him from fighting with Wilder. But now he can take it, you know. That's what Suleiman justified as. You know, if Canelo would have had this, you know, he wouldn't have popped dirty. Right. Where you getting this motherfucking much cow from? And these Russians, you telling on the Russians. Why you telling on the Russians, Suleiman? You ratting. You pulling a young thug around this bitch, nigga. What you doing? He say Canelo, yeah, I think he want Canelo to lose. He want a lot of people to lose. Everybody wants somebody to lose. You got niggas, you got Mexicans want Crawford to lose. You had the man coming talking about this for La Raza. You can't even say, man, hey, you can't never ever see a fight between a different race and say it's not about race. Because it's been like that since Jack Johnson, before Jack Johnson, baby. It's always gonna be tribal. Man, ain't nothing wrong with that. You just niggas that be in denial about that shit. That shit dumb to me. Like, you can still know that your fighter is gonna get beat up and be like, I'm gonna steal a roof on him. And you ain't wrong for that shit, G. You ain't wrong for that shit. Fuck that, you know, and black people just ain't like that. They just gotta be in denial and, you know, have that selective outrage and try to, you know what I'm saying? I hate that shit, man, because we so much better than that, man. You don't even know what type of abilities and powers you got, man, if you put that shit for the good, bro. Niggas just be hating for no goddamn reason because they trained to hate. You niggas are brainwashed to the goddamn, you the most brainwashed mother lovers on earth, man. You know, because we got so much freedom. And we feel like we ain't living poor like the Haitians and the Africans over there, that we ain't brainwashed for all that genocide, man. But think about it. Them people going, you got children over there with AK-47s fighting for a cause, man, know how to do more than a goddamn average 20-year-old. And they 12, 13 years old. Watch that Beast of No Nation movie. Them motherfuckers, when the world fuck up, they gonna be the ones that survive and be running shit and regulate shit. Them young niggas, man. Remember when the Bible say the first will be last and the last will be first? Look at the homeless people out there living in the streets right now. If this shit blink and they start locking us in, man, martial law, they got the robots running everything, man. You know, they in our warehouse right now. They got them at Budweiser. They got them in all the warehouses, man. They gonna take over them first. They already got the police getting your tickets with the in the mail when you're speeding. You don't even know, you ain't even got to get pulled over now. They got the people in China doing operations with robots, waiting tables and checking you in the hotels with AI robots now. You know, you're gonna have, man, I got the movie, I'm trying to put this shit together with the robot wifey. You're gonna have the robot wifey in a minute. You know, this shit gonna look ugly like The Walking Dead, man. You know, I went to a restaurant, they didn't take cash. You know, you're gonna get to a point where they're gonna take all the cash currency away. And all you dope boys, I don't know what you're gonna do. What you gonna do with the tons and tons that you got? And how you gonna get this shit and sell it? Niggas gonna be just around here getting high. Once you gonna start trading it for food, that's what you're gonna have to do. And you know, you can walk past $100,000 and when it's cold, use it for fire. You know, them motherfuckers that's living in the woods and all out there in the streets are already used to that there. And if you guys come out there with that good smelling cologne on, they gonna smell you from a distance. And they're gonna get you late night when you're trying to sleep under your covers, trying to hide in the bushes. You got people out there killing like the Purge. And it's gonna be lawless and reckless like it is right now. You know, you go on Facebook, you get your kids like, get out my face, y'all making too much noise. Let me get your phone, mama. Get the goddamn phone. A kid can go in there and see a homicide just like that. Just tune in to Twitter. Motherfucker be live. Yeah, man, you know, we out here live, man, on 3rd Street. You know what I'm saying? We finna go here and do a little doo-wop, man. Oh, shit, I'm dead. You know what I'm talking about? A little baby like, oh, man, that ain't nothing. And stroll on to another video, watch a cartoon or two. This ain't nothing but a thing, man. We used to have to peep under the doors at our little cousins and that with their little boyfriends and shit when we was little. Just to see some hunching and shit. Y'all motherfuckers, little children 5, 6 years old on the cell phone strolling just, no, that ain't nothing. No, that bitch ain't shit. I played a little video with the children hunching on the motherfucking field early in the game. Where that shit at? Man, the little young niggas was out there scoring touchdowns, hunching the goddamn ground. And the hoes in the crowd like, oh, look at my baby. Where that shit at?
Do you remember that time we was in a club and this guy pulled a gun out on my sister Sally? I didn't know what to do. Everybody was like freaking out. I go climb up the stairs. I see Mike. I don't know why I said, get Mike Tyson. The guy has a gun. I go, get Mike Tyson in my head. I go up there and I said, Mike, look down there. The guy pulled a gun on my sister because she wouldn't dance with him. And you went, let me go talk to him. And you went right down to him, went up to him like this, his gun. They put like this in your finger, like if you have a gun. So Mike went,
So if you Shakur Stevenson, bro, if you Devin Haney, do not make the mistake of trying to please people, bro. Do not make the mistake of trying to, I'm going to try to, you know, I'm going to become more fan friendly, bro. I'm going to go for the knockout. Nah, bro, you fight your fight. If your shit is hitting and not getting hit, you do that shit. Damn what everybody else say, bro. Because at the end of the day, if people rock with you, bro, they gonna rock with you. And if people hate on you, they gonna hate on you. Because the same segment of people that's calling Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney boring right now, bro, them same segment of people, if you try to become more exciting as a fighter, and you get your ass whooped, they ain't gonna be like, well, shit, I fuck with Shakur, man. He exciting, bro. Nah, they gonna be like, he got his ass whooped, he got knocked out, he got exposed. Cause you was trying to please their ass, bro.
South of 175 pounds, which fighter would be the favorite against every other fighter in the world? Which fighter? South of 175 pounds? South. Who? He'd be the favorite against everyone? That's wrong, that's wrong. Who wants to give the right answer? South of 175 pounds, Andre Ward. Now, do we all agree? I'm sorry. Does anyone disagree with that? No. So we all agree that south of 175 pounds, Andre Ward's the favorite against everyone. Yeah. South of 168 pounds, who's the favorite against everyone? Who? Who's still here right now? You know, who in boxing is the favorite against every other fighter south of 168 pounds? Triple G is the favorite against everyone, including Floyd, south of 168 pounds. Who's the favorite of everyone in boxing south of 160 pounds? Who? Floyd Mayweather. Do we all agree? Yes. Andre. Why would Andre be the favorite against Triple G? They're comparable skills and everything. He's bigger than Triple G. Why would Triple G be the favorite against Floyd? He's bigger than Floyd. When you get to a certain, the reason the good big man beats the good little man, or the great big man beats the great little man, is at a certain level. You know, at a certain level, size matters because other things are more or less equalized.
Do you remember that time we was in a club and this guy pulled a gun out on my sister Sally? I didn't know what to do. Everybody was like freaking out. I